Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Mm. I can't do it. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh,
Want to call it
oh,
Thai?
yeah, I guess. Yeah, honestly, where you at? You halfway? No, you're last year. Okay.
Yeah, but I can't drink anymore. I can't chug anymore.
Oh my god, that's gross. Everybody, welcome. I'm Oscar.
I'm Jay, and this is Entertainment on Tap. The reason why we're struggling right now is for those who haven't streamed on YouTube. In order to stream, you have to go live on both your broadcasting software and press the button go live on YouTube. I did one of the two, so we already did the intro to ourselves and chugged like 10
I'm gonna
minutes
let you
ago.
know we had a pristine intro.
10 out of
Like
10.
we had confetti in the background. We
Yeah.
had dancers. We had the whole works. But somebody didn't press play.
Blew the budget. Just blew the budget for nothing.
Okay, so apologies. Jay's fault. So, Jay, since it's your fault, please start off. Let everybody know what you're drinking.
I am drinking Veterans United Craft Brewery, the Wacky Badger, a hazy IPA. It is 6.9% alcohol volume. And the Wacky Badger is a hazy, juicy New England style IPA containing a ferocious amount of hops. Mosaic, Eldorado, Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo hops deliver incredibly awesome citrus and tropical flavors to tickle your nose and entice your tummy. And here is the can after it focuses. It's a badger with a smoking pipe, all up in a what do you call that? Straight jacket. It's a pretty cool game. Only spent they just put the labels on the cans. It's more expensive to actually design the cans that way.
All right. Well, I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna talk about first the beer that I'm drinking. I've drank it before. I think it was like one of our first podcasts, the Voodoo Ranger. It is very gross. These are once again, this was our first unofficial sponsor. It wasn't good, and right now, even drinking it right now, it wasn't good at all. But the reason why I drank it is because I didn't realize the amount of alcohol percentage that the beer that I'm actually drinking is. So first, we're gonna do with the can. The can is basic. Oh wait, my bad. I always forget. Yeah, it's my first time. So this is the can.
Picho.
All right. So Bicho is a sour ale with lime and cucumber flavor. It was gross chugging this beer. Gross. I didn't realize the sour part or the cucumber flavor. Honestly, I just saw the company name and I was like, "Oh, that's a funny name." So the company is from La Casa Bruja Brewery. I think it's something like the Angel House. I think that's what it translates to. But yeah, the brew house. Um, they really have no information on it. Like it's literally, as you can see, just a basic can. Our unofficial sponsor really didn't want to go all out. So, but it's only 3.5% alcohol. So I needed to at least have something that was a little bit stronger so I could at least get a buzz by the end of the show. So you obviously have hair on your chest for this episode. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that low. You can say something if you want.
I didn't want to cut you off. There's a lot to talk about tonight, but I feel like we need to dedicate some time right here, right now, to discuss the fact that you have been picking shitty beers for weeks now. Mostly in a flavor, but no, give me a second here. The very first podcast, you gave me shit for not having an IPA, and you do not have an IPA.
Isn't this an IPA?
That's a sour ale.
Isn't it sour IPA?
different
Well, how
things.
am I supposed? I'm how supposed to? I just saw a cheap can with this little fake paper wrap, and I was like, "Oh, this has to be an
Right,
IPA."
right. So
And it's
here's
made
what
in Panama.
I propose, and I just came up with this on
Okay,
the spot, and I think this is a beautiful idea.
I feel like you've been practicing this, but go ahead.
I haven't. I already have my beer for the next episode, and I don't want to deviate from that. But
Okay,
2 episodes from now, I don't have a
two
beer.
episodes from now, you don't have a beer
I think for that episode, we should go beer shopping together and film it
as a couple.
as a couple.
I'm down. So, a little bit about this beer though that I could find online. There are available at your local Total Wine or your closest spirit store. Um, they are
I can't have him up there because it gets green screened.
well, as I was saying, it's made in Panama and it's rated 3 stars out of 5. So you know you're getting good quality here. Honestly, they have nothing positive to say about
You
this
picked
beer.
a sour ale at 3% off. Like, you didn't even read.
I didn't. I didn't.
You,
Honestly, I was in a
what? But why
rush.
did you choose it? You just chose it because of the name?
I chose it because the brewing company was Casa Bruja, which translates to the witch house. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious. And then when I got home, I looked at it, I'm like, okay, well, what the hell? I'm like, oh my God, sour. I'm not a big fan of sour drinks. And cucumber's like the worst thing that I. I'm like, oh my God, this is gonna suck. And then on top of that, 3.5% alcohol. Yeah, might as well be drinking freaking White Claw.
Follow up question. How long were you in um, Total Wine buying that beer?
Like a good 5 minutes, but like the whole 5 minutes. It wasn't like, like 4 minutes and 59 seconds. No, it hit the 5 minute mark for sure, 100%.
I just I don't feel like you're dedicated to this. I
Oh no,
spent
no, trust me. I know,
like
I'm 100%. Go ahead.
no, I mean I spent 20 minutes. I walked up and down the aisle. I saw that beer. I saw this beer. I walked down, weighed my options. I'm sitting there doing research, and you're walking in and getting a beer that tastes like cucumbers. It's episode
Sorry,
6,
I'm sorry. I guess.
and you're wearing a Christmas shirt.
Yeah, it's a Christmas, but look, it's got Reptar, it's got Hey Arnold, got
I,
Gerald, got Ren and
I'll
Stimpy.
I'll forgive you for the Reptar because he's the boss, but
It's got the cast of freaking Real Monsters. What else we got in here? Well, that's it.
Pierce Co says this show wasn't canceled yet. Beer shopping together sounds so cute. It will be cute, and he'll actually get a
Adorable,
good
actually.
manly beer. Um, sounds like fun time with a period in the middle. I don't get that one. I doubt Oscar too. How dare he? Yep. Uh, Chris Marr. What's up, Chris? We're here. Where are you at? Yeah, if you stand up a
Anyway,
little bit, they can see the shirt.
oh my lord!
Yeah, just a little.
All right, see,
There you go.
check out the peck. Check out the pecs. Actually, T, your shirt is obviously a million times better. Honestly, I hate myself. I truly hate myself that I have yet to see the show. But every clip that I watch of X-Men '97, I'm like, dude, why haven't I
So
fucking watched it
so
yet?
good. Stop
It's
watching
such a
clips. Watch the show. It's so good.
oh, but the thing is, like, I never got to finish the original X-Men. Like, is like, will I
You
get
know,
lost, or do I need to like literally watch the
no, no,
originals?
you're good. You're good. It would have been fun to watch it beforehand, like most folks did, but you don't have to.
I think I started
Did you
watching
get
it.
through season 3?
No, I
Okay,
got
yeah.
halfway through season 1.
Sir, stop
Sorry.
being so busy in life. Stop studying and stop working and just quit your job.
Give me a second. If you could talk to us about our sponsors one more time. Back.
Our sponsors are, yeah, Stop Slot. Yeah, I mean, I do have the better shirts usually, but yeah, if you haven't seen the beer, I need to get better about having something to block the camera or like help the camera see it. This kind of works. And this is from Jacksonville, Florida, so it's a local beer to me. But I like, I like my cans. But it's a wacky badger in a straight jacket smoking his pipe. It's a hazy IPA, which is kind of my favorite type of IPA. And yeah, it's got a good flavor to it. I've already drank 1.5 of them due to our snafu, my snafu. And then there's
Well,
Bicho.
there's bitch. There's bitcho.
Yeah, tell them about it.
That's it. There's nothing on the
Start
can. Look at the
start
can.
with the percentage. Yeah, that's
Start
brutal.
with the percentage one more time. It's 3.5% alcohol, sour ale, which I'm not don't like, with lime. Like it's already like I don't get it. It's already sour. Why are you adding lime? Like how does that make
I think the
sense?
lime helps into the sourness itself, but
And then they add a cucumber flavor. Like cucumber is like the worst vegetable ever found, created, made.
um,
Like it's just it's gross.
it's up there.
You
It's
like
cantaloupe.
cucumber?
No, I don't like cucumbers. Cantaloupe a fruit or a vegetable? Because I hate cantaloupe.
What? I love cantaloupe. I think it's I consider it a fruit. Yeah, it's a,
Never
honestly, I
mind.
don't care what anybody says. If someone tells me it's a vegetable, they're lying. It's a fruit. I don't think it's a vegetable.
It's
It's a
like
fruit because it's
tomatoes. Like
fruity.
tomatoes a fruit, but it's not supposed to be.
Yes, yes, because of the seeds.
What's up, Ashley?
But then again, doesn't cucumbers have seeds?
Jack and Coke sounds nice right about now, bro. For Oscar over there.
Honestly, I'm not, honestly, but you know what I did buy with this? Because well, just because I happened to pass by the store, I did buy me some screwball. I love screwball.
Ooh, I have like maybe 2 shots of screwball left.
I'm sorry, give me a second.
No, you're good. Um, I kind of want to. I don't know. We have an announcement about the next episode that I don't even think Oscar's aware of. I kind of just decided what the next episode's gonna be without telling him. But we'll see. We'll see if he wants to save that for the end of the podcast, or if he wants to drop that in the middle, or if he wants to drop it now. But I hope everybody's week has gone well. I'm excited for the weekend. It's been a weird week, not long, but kind of long at the same time. Um, Pierce Co dropping news: Jinder Mahal and Xia Li got fired. You hear it first. So was that confirmed by the dirt sheets there? We have a couple things we're going to be talking about. A lot of new movies and films getting announced. I do want to go over WrestleMania 40, which I got to watch in the company of Mr. Pierce Co himself and some other friends of ours. Confirmed by you. Paul texted you a few minutes ago. Wow. Paul Levesque, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Hemsley. No? Why do I always forget the middle name for the one Triple H? This beer I haven't been able to actually taste. I've been just chugging it, so we'll see how this tastes. If I'm being honest, it's not the worst IPA I ever had, but it's not the best. And it's advertised as a hazy, but it's not hazy at all. So probably wouldn't do this one again. It's not bad.
I'm
Do I have
sorry.
any good true crime movies or recommendations? Oh man, true crime movies
True
or
crime movies. I do like this. I think it came out last year. The one with Denzel Washington and Jared Leto and the guy that did
Yes,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I
I
got you.
forgot
I'm
his
gonna
name.
pull it up right now. You guys can see what I'm
Uh,
googling. The Little Things.
yes, the little. Yes, exactly. The little things. I saw it. Good movie. Let me see. True crimes. Do you have any other good recommendations for true? Has there been any? Has there any? Actually, you know
Rami
what movie?
Malek.
Huh?
Rami
Yes,
Malek.
yes, yes,
I
yes,
always forget
exactly.
his name too, but he's an awesome actor and he did great in playing what's his name from Queen.
Oh, oh my God, dude! And it's like one of my favorite
Freddie
movies.
Mercury.
Yes. See?
Took me a while for the name to pop in.
Anyway, but I was gonna say, let's get started. I see you got the Book of Eli pulled up.
I do have the Book of Eli pulled up because I'm very excited about this. We just mentioned Denzel Washington's name inadvertently.
Yes.
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
I am a huge Denzel fan. I think everybody is. He is that amazing. But he's definitely like top three favorite actor for me. Maybe even number one, honestly. Um, but what's been
Hold on.
announced?
No, 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 no. Stop. Number one.
One, okay, subjectively, when I say number one favorite anything, it is my favorite. Not that I think that they are the best.
Well, no, that's why I'm questioning you. And forgive me, I know like my camera's right here, but like I see your face right there, so that's why I face you most of the time. But number one, like in your opinion, in your eyes and those beautiful blue eyes of yours, you think that he is the number one? He's the number one actor.
No, he's my favorite actor. I don't think he's the number one best actor of all time.
See,
There's
see,
two different lists. If you want me to make a list of anything, you have to ask me. Do I think it's the best ever or my favorite ever? There's two different lists.
okay. Well, where is he on both?
On both, he's top five for sure. On favorite, he's number one, maybe definitely in the top three. I don't keep a list going, but he's, as far as me watching all of his work, he's probably the one person I've sought out most of his work and watched it.
I think he kind of fell off, to be honest. Oh,
Of late, yeah, but I mean he's getting older. He's not going to be doing he was never one to do a bunch of movies. He's always been very picky about the work that he does.
really? Equalizer 1, Equalizer 2, Equalizer 3. Oh yeah, that sounds extremely picky.
I mean within the year. Like he doesn't do 7 or 8 movies in a year. He does 4 or 5 maybe if that. If you're going to be a hater this whole episode when you're drinking Beach Show beer, we've got to have a
Look,
long
it's not
episode.
Bicho, okay? It's Bicho.
Oh, sorry. Bitch Show beer. My bad.
Okay, it's a sour ale with lime and cucumber flavor.
Denzel's
Kind of
overrated.
sweet.
Oh, who can we get a mod
No,
to
honestly,
ban?
I think I mentioned this at least once every podcast. Me and Jordan usually never see eye to eye, but every once in a while he sheds a little bit of lightness and knowledge, and I agree with him.
Okay, I
Yes,
just want
I
to give a
agree.
shout out to Nani. I didn't say hi to Nani and hi to Max. And
Honestly, I don't think I said hi to almost everybody. You know, we got to go down here. So
we got X just to tip X. I'm not sure who you might be. If we know you in real life, can you throw us a bone with your real name or closest to identifying yourself?
honestly, just the tip. I don't even want to know what your real name is. I think just the tip is enough.
That's not what she said.
Oh, Gio,
What up, Gio?
another Gio. We have two Gios on.
Two Gios at the same time. To be fair, Equalizer is a rare sequel example for him. Exactly. Thank you, Pierce. See, he's
Okay,
also
no, no,
now he's back on your
okay,
bad side.
no.
No.
I will give it this. The first Equalizer I think sucked. I like the second one better than the first one, and I haven't even bothered watching the third one. Like even though I like the second one more than the first one, it wasn't.
Your mic cut out.
It
Talking to
did
your
for
mic.
real.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It just cut out for a second. So
Hello, 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 hello,
the
hello,
last like
hello, hello,
sentence or so
hello,
that no, you don't have to say hello 7 times.
hello.
Okay, third is okay according to just a tip. I haven't watched the third either. I agree with you that the first one was not as good as the second one, but I also I'm kind of a Denzel ho. Like he can't be in a bad movie.
Time out. Do you just call yourself a Denzel? What?
There are some people that I am a hoe for. Not literally, but like almost like what's the right term? Like hypothetically, figuratively.
This wait. Okay, what is this? Hold on. Anyone who hates on Denzel, I have trust issues with.
Thank
Okay,
you, Max.
I,
Thank you, Max.
I, okay. I want to make it clear. I do not
And
hate Denzel.
for the record, Max is Hawaiian, so whatever he says is true.
Well, isn't he? Isn't he like cousins with like Doc and the guy that plays Aquaman?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, bro. They all meet up every year for the family roasting a pig
You got to move your
over
mic
a
closer to
fire.
you,
Really?
just a
Like
little bit.
right there. Hello.
No, that's too close.
Hello.
It's just cutting out here and there, but I think it's just because you're turned from it. It's not a no, it's not a cable thing. I think it's just distance. Just don't move. Don't sit
Hello.
back.
Hello.
The player hit the game. Don't trust Pierce either.
I don't. I don't trust me either. But anyway, okay. So what about the Book of Eli?
So the Book
Go
of
ahead.
Eli is a
With
prequel that
Denzel.
with Denzel. Well, it was with Denzel originally. Amazing movie. If you haven't watched it, do you? Okay, before we continue, that, folks, is the face of a man who picked the wrong beer because he
Oh,
walked into Total Wine, said, "Oh, that looks cool," grabbed it, paid for it, and brought it back to his house without reading anything at all.
oh my God.
Lesson learned.
It's the sour and the cucumber. Honestly, it's exactly what it says. The sour, the cucumber, and the
Do you,
freaking lime. Oh my
do you
God,
have
that is
like beer
disgusting.
salt or something? Like, do you need like a chaser or something?
No,
Like,
I think I need a hot sauce or something. God.
um. So yeah, I want to know what you thought of the original Book of Eli movie. Since you're not a Denzel fan, I want to see where you're at on it
No,
because I enjoyed the movie. I think it
hold
was.
on. I've never said I was not a Denzel fan. I said I don't think he's like number one actor. I love Denzel movies. I like Book of Eli, one of my favorite movies. Man on Fire. The Taking a Felham one, two,
Taking a
three
Pelham
years
1, 2, 3.
ago.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it Inside? Was it Inside Man?
Inside Man. Yep.
There's the one where he goes back into the past to save the girl with Val Kilmer. I forget that movie's name. Training Day.
Classic.
Like I said, I'm a oh Deja Vu. Exactly.
Deja
Thank
Vu.
you, Nani.
Yes.
Uh, American Gangster. I would like I like the movie, but say like great movie. Nah, not really. I thought he gave away free turkey, sweet. But other than that, I wasn't that sold on an American Gangster.
You know that's based off a
But
true
yes,
story, right?
yes, I know.
Okay, just making
Yeah, I
sure.
know. I eat turkey every Thanksgiving. I know.
Another true story movie that he was in, probably the best movie
Oh God.
of all time. Remember the Titans.
Oh yes. Oh,
Yes.
that's your favorite movie of all
Put
time. I
put
forgot that.
some
That is your favorite
respect.
movie. Come on, bro, dude. Yeah, Remember Titans is a true classic. I can watch that movie anytime. It's great, bro. It's got Ryan Gosling in it. It's got
Ryan Gosling.
God, honestly, Ryan Gosling. Who cares? Well, we got
That's
Ken
all
in the
you need.
movie.
That's all you need.
Ken. I can't think of the name, bro. We got Opie,
Opie from
Sons of Anarchy.
So yeah, I forget his real name. It's an
Opie.
amazing
No,
cast. Yeah.
no. They had a stat cast. They had a young, I forgot the chick's name, the one from Hero. She was the cheerleader.
Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you? I know I'm kind of like jumping around, but they're bringing back Heroes.
Yeah, I got that on the
You,
list. We're
okay.
chatting. We're chatting
Well,
about that.
okay. Well, there's really not that much right now. They're working on it, but I hope they do a good job because, well, damn it, I'm just jumping around. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, no, you're right. There's not much to talk about that. So while we're on Hayden Panettiere, there was an announcement that the original creator for the Hero series that came out a couple of years ago, that was, I think, 4 seasons in total, has been pitched for a new series to kind of start over fresh a couple of years in the future, and so we're
Yeah,
just waiting
and
to see if it'll get
bringing
picked
back.
up.
Yeah, and I believe they're bringing back the original cast from the last thing that I read, which would be great because
May help make
sorry,
that
season
transition.
huh?
To help make that transition from original series and a new series, maybe new characters and all that. Go ahead, continue.
Okay.
Ignore me. Ryan Hurst, thank you.
Nani,
Sorry,
yes,
sorry. I'm drinking 6.9% beers. You're drinking 3.2 Becho beers. Okay,
bro, it's Bicho, okay? Pronounce it right,
sorry,
okay? Put some
Becho.
respect on the name.
My bad.
Nah, but no, like Nani, yes, I was a huge fan of the series. And honestly, like the first probably like but only probably like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then it was kind of falling off, and then it completely, got canceled. And then they brought it back, but that I didn't even bother watching it because I believe the original cast wasn't in. It was a whole new cast, and that flopped. But honestly, if they bring back the original cast, You know, bro, honestly, it's gonna be it'll be a great show. You know, I really hope so. Um, yeah, no, it was yeah, it was a fun time to watch it. But back to Book of Eli. T, take it
Uh,
away.
Ashley, what you sipping on there? You said you're drinking. Jessica, hello. Hola. ¿Cómo
Hey,
estás?
Jessica. Hola.
Oh, hola.
Estoy tomando el bicho. It's 3.5% alcohol. I need to get drunk. I'm not gonna get drunk on this. I'm sorry.
I'm
This tastes
loving
this
this.
tastes horrible. This tastes horrible.
Lesson
But
learned, right?
okay, yeah, definitely less something. All right, go ahead. Book of Eli.
So yeah, it's gonna be a TV series, a prequel TV series, and the star reprising the Eli role is gonna be John Boyega, who you might know from Star Wars.
Pacific Rim,
Yes,
the second
thank you.
part.
Hmm.
Um, honestly, I I'm happy that they got him for the movie because, and I feel really bad for him because if you guys followed his career, especially during the time that when he was doing Star Wars, he got really screwed over. I really truly felt like that because initially, at least from what his interview says, he mentioned that he was pitched for the role and that that he was actually supposed to even though we had what's her name, Ray, the character Ray, as one of the as the main character, but he was also supposed to be one of the main characters that actually to becoming a Jedi, but we didn't really get to see any of his growth until towards the end of the trilogy, which is kind of sucked. Like I thought he was a great actor, he was really great, but I really felt that he was poorly used in Star Wars. So for him to have this role in being basically Denzel Washington, but I believe the story that they're pitching is right before the I think it was the atomic bombs. I think was that the story behind the bombs that went out.
I
If
can't
you guys are
remember
familiar, I
exactly
gotta
what
rewatch the movie
caused.
to hear.
Right.
I gotta rewatch it, but regardless, what I'm saying is that I'm glad that he's getting the chance to be the star of this movie, and
TV series.
and
It's a TV series.
oh, it is. Oh,
I
I
thought it
gotta
was a movie too when I initially saw it, but it's supposed to be a TV series. But I think it's gonna be good because it's gonna give it more time for story to get like played out.
well for a story like this, it has to be on like one of the big platforms, probably like Max. I'm assuming.
I would think Max or maybe Apple TV sounds more likely.
Either one, that'll
Right.
be a good choice because on Netflix they're gonna like they don't have the budget like Max does.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what have you
Uh,
missed? I'm drinking Jack and Coke minus the Coke. Hell yeah, Ashley.
that's a
Hell yeah.
that's a party right there.
Let me see. What negative thing does Jordan have to say? You lose me at a prequel a bit usually. Take some of the fun out of it. Spoilers, Eli is gonna be okay in the end. I hate him. Okay, so just to tip, well, of course it was an apocalypse, but I forgot what the actual cause was. It like an atomic bomb? I remember he mentioned that like the skies flared up, and then that's how Eli ended up becoming blind in the movie. And Mike, the Yoshi. Mike wants to see the Yoshi. He says he's been waiting for the Yoshi.
I can't have
Oh
him
my god.
on screen because the green screen he gets messed up on. So he's here.
Yeah.
He's here.
So for those who don't know, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Fat Yoshi, and here you go, Fat Yoshi. Thank you, Mike. Awesome gift. What have you given me recently?
Where's Jurassic Park at?
Oh, it's right. It's actually right there.
I try to give you some fun stuff because you complain about me having a cool background and then you just got windows behind you.
Uh, you know, say less. I'm gonna go ahead and tear down these windows, and I'm just gonna put a big wall down so I can just hang your funk pop that you got me.
I love that idea.
Sold. But yeah, honestly, the book of. All right, I want to do something with you. If obviously, if you have the time.
Yeah, I'm good. What you got?
All right. So I wanna come up with top five with you. All right. This is gonna be. Think of this as the most epic battle of all time. Right? Life or death. All right. Can it cannot be real world. You choose who you want. You could either have heroes or villains. At this time, you can choose who you would want.
Well, I pick either heroes or villains.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go ahead.
I will pick villains.
Ooh. All right. So
Curveball.
we're gonna go. We're gonna. we're gonna go. Oh shit! This pen sucks. And I have all these damn pens, and none of them are working. All right. So we're gonna go one by one. Who is gonna be your first villain that you're gonna recruit on your team? Could be any through any genre. It just cannot be a real life person.
Magneto.
Man, that old man. All right. So I'm gonna write it down because I want to make sure that I have somebody that could actually beat him.
Okay.
You know, for hero, let's bring out one of the best heroes that's gonna have his third movie come out this year. I'm gonna say Deadpool.
Deadpool. Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'm up next. I am going to choose with the second round pick. Um,
Oh my God. Come on.
I didn't prepare. I didn't know there was a pop quiz. I'm gonna
Oh, there's
go.
a pop quiz.
I'm gonna go with Thanos.
Bro, what's his name? Thor basically could have killed him in the first movie.
But
He
he
just
didn't.
missed.
No, he
But he
didn't
missed.
miss. He didn't.
No, no, he missed.
He didn't miss.
He did miss. By
No,
the way, did you ever watch the little skits they would do between Infinity War and Endgame?
like
No?
the post scene credits or
No, 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 no. Like Marvel would do skits with the characters between Infinity War and Endgame. So like they had there was one that I saw. It was pretty funny. It was the cast that was still alive after Infinity War, and they were reading like a children's book. And they were basically kind of telling it in a way like how the story of Infinity War happened, and then they got to like then Chris Hemsworth started reading the book, and they got to the part where where he threw the hammer and he missed and didn't kill Thanos, and then he was like, wait a second, like yeah, man, if you could find the skit, that'd be hilarious for you to watch. I'm horrible at explaining. All I know is that it was hilarious because it got to the point where he was talking about like, wow, you guys really mentioned how I missed. It was like this close, like I could have killed him. And then you see like the whole like Tony Stark, Black Widow are all like kind of just stayed quiet and kind of looking at him. We could have we could have won this fight, but you're the one that fucked it up. It was pretty funny. Yeah, good times. Here, it's
is
after
it
you. Hold on.
on? Is it on
Hold
Disney
on.
Plus or?
Knee slap.
Thanks.
No, 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 no. It wasn't on Disney Plus. It was like I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was on YouTube.
What's up, Venom? Venom picks Keanu Reeves, which is a
Well,
decent
hold on. It's
choice.
actually my turn right now. So you pick Thanos. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Hercules from the cartoon movie,
Okay.
and I think they called him Huncules to be exact.
Am I allowed to Google for clarification on somebody?
Oh no, no, oh no.
Okay, am I able to poll you and the chat to see if this person is a true villain?
No, but honestly, you could say it, and we'll let the people in the chat decide if he's a villain or not.
Okay, I want to pick the Phoenix, like Jean Rogue as the Phoenix because I feel like that's a really dark, fucked up character, and like
I don't.
what does chat think?
Ah.
Any comic nerds? Dark Phoenix, right? Like Dark Phoenix is
No, but nah, because he's
uh
still Jean Grey. Jean Grey is not a villain.
right. Jean Grey's not, but Dark Phoenix is not exactly Jean Grey. The Jean Grey is kind of repressed within her in her mind. I'm putting it down. I'm putting it
No,
down.
no, fuck that.
No, you said the chat can decide. I've got a Dark Phoenix. She would kill everything. Base got like, come on.
Fine, let me
One
get Dark
one for the
Phoenix.
books.
All right. A hero. I need somebody who could definitely take on Magneto, Thanos, and Dark Phoenix. Who could I pick? Someone, a real hero. Hmm.
No, don't read the chat. Don't let the chat help you.
I'm looking at the chat. You know, I got. Let me see. No, the grant. No. You know, I got somebody. I'm bringing in my boy Ang. All right, he just had his Netflix special. He's got his training. He knows all the elements. I'm bringing my boy.
Good
What do you got
choice.
on
Good
Ang?
choice.
What do you have on Ang?
How do you defeat the elements? How do you defeat the avatar? It's
He
nearly
could take
impossible.
your freaking powers away. All
Okay.
right. All you have to do
Right.
is touch your chest, do this little number right here on your chest, and takes your power away. Yes, just a tip. Ang, who have you given me? You giving me Superman? No, Superman is too easy. All you gotta do is give him a little bit of kryptonite, and he's done.
I'm going with Voldemort's. Just he has to say one curse and you're dead. You're just dead. Dead. It's not
No,
a
what if he
fight.
misses?
Yeah, he doesn't miss, bro. He don't miss.
All right, let me see. I need a good. I need a good hero. I need a hero.
Now we're gonna get copyright banned. You can't do that.
No, no, no. It doesn't have to be Marvel, bro.
No,
I
this
got
is
Hang. I got in general. It could be anybody. All right. I got so far. Look, I got Deadpool. I got Hercules. I got Ang. I need a good hero. Michelangelo. Are you talking about Mikey from? I'm not gonna get Bruce Leroy. Bruce, bro. I, the glow is not gonna do anything against Thanos, Dark Phoenix, and Voldemort. I'm not picking Bruce Leroy.
don't forget Magneto, bro.
But
Like he's not
hold on,
nobody.
hold on. Nani's got it, I think. Mama with the chancla. Bro,
No, you
what
can't. You can't steal my villain from me, bro. The Mama with the chocolate is a villain. Okay.
how do you deflect Mama with the chancla? For real.
I mean, kind of easy with Voldemort. He'll just,
Oh my
you know.
god. Hold on. Oh wait. Oh, we said we can't Google. Oh my god. I need a good hero. Oh, I got it. I'm bringing in Rexy. Rexy's a hero from Jurassic
From
Park. T Rex.
this is your team. This
It
is
is my
this
team.
is this is your team. He chose a dinosaur, guys. He chose a fucking dinosaur. I just imagine Deadpool riding T Rex into the fucking battle with his fucking pistols.
Oh my god, that's a great hero. Spawn, yes, that is such a good idea. But no. Spawn is too
Spawn's
easy.
Spawn's a good one. Okay, so villain number 5. This is rough. This is tough. Man,
Take your time. Honestly, for real, take your time.
yeah, because you need time to pick your 5th hero. So like, the longer I take, the more time you have to Google different heroes over there on your phone.
I'm not on my phone. You don't know that.
You know what's crazy about having windows behind you? Ah, I
Yeah,
made
because
you
you
look.
really can't see.
I made you
You
look.
can't see
I
anything. No,
made you
I'm
look
looking
though.
at you.
I
I'm
know. I
looking
made you
at
look.
you.
I made you look.
I'm looking at you. I'm
You
looking
really
at you.
looked. You thought there was like, oh, there's a reflection of my phone in there.
Your face is not reflection.
Number 5. This is all fictional, right? This can't be a real person in real life.
Can I be a real person?
Damn. Can I just say who would have been my real person number 5?
No.
That's not
Just,
okay. Never mind.
no, because I really don't care.
You don't have to be rude. It's
I'm
two
not being. I'm
friends.
being real. I'm
Well,
being
wow.
real.
Rude is real, guys. Rude is real. With pick number 5
Oh my god!
on
Come on.
the villain, I'm picking Joker. I'm picking Joker. He's not badass at all. Like he's not gonna kick your ass, but he's gonna mess with your brain. Plus, also imagine Deadpool and Joker in a scene.
You're pissing me off, to be honest. All right, so
Gruber.
you got Joker. All right, and as my final hero, right? And this honestly, I feel is the one that's gonna really bring in this team together.
Captain
And it's
Planet.
gonna be it's. Oh my god, I didn't think of that.
Nope, too
Freaking
late.
Nani with MacGruber. That is,
No.
that is a great hero. He can make anything out of anything, bro. Like, oh, God, that's a great hero. No, but do I want to use MacGruber? No, I don't want to use MacGruber. Who the yo Max? Who is Manton Chiguru? Who's that? Do you know who that is?
No idea.
Must be somebody from the Hawaiian Islands, I think. Hmm. Oh, all right.
Oh,
Who is it?
he's the crazy guy from No Country for Old Men.
The one with the shotgun silencer?
Right.
Bro, that guy was a beast.
That guy was crazy. Like he did not. I just watched a movie like 2 weeks ago too.
Dude, that guy was a beast. Yeah,
That guy
I
did
would.
not care.
Honestly, that was probably the coolest thing that he had. A fucking the little thing where he go. Yeah, that was nice.
Ooh, Aaron
No,
Yeager's a good
okay.
one.
So to bring this whole team together, that I feel that definitely bring out the best of the team. I'm bringing in a duo because one cannot work without the other.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
bringing.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
I can't help.
whoa, whoa.
No, no,
No, you
I can't.
can't pick two people.
No, because the group only works if they're together, or else it doesn't work. So I think we should let the team decide. Let it. Oh my God, fucking Max with Captain Planet. That's another good one. Damn it.
I just said that.
Oh, that was a good one. The Care Bear. Oh my God, shut up, Chris. Not bringing up Care Bears. I need somebody who's. I need. Yes,
Just a tip. That was
yes.
my
See,
thought.
bro, fucking
That was initially
just
my
the
thought.
tip. Yes, yes. Just the tip. Yes. Bringing
No,
in the Wonder Twins.
nope. Chat. Can we get some ends in chat if you don't agree with there being twins as a pick?
Yes, because they can't work together. They can't work. I mean, they can't work if they're not together.
Can we get some ends in chat if we feel like he should not be able to pick twins?
No, 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 no. Definitely, the Wonder Twins should definitely count as one.
That's not. You can't pick two people as one pick.
What are you talking about? No. Then I cannot
Hey,
pick Captain Planet because Captain Planet will only work if I have all of the 5 things.
well, you didn't pick them, so you're good. Tell me real quick, but just without even looking down or around, name me the two twins' names right now.
Twin one and twin two.
Okay, got it. Yeah, no, pick somebody else or you forfeit.
No, hold on a second. Okay, I got 2 people telling you just say no, and so far, I don't like what they have to say. So I'm sticking to Wonder Twins until someone gives me a good reason besides no why I cannot pick the Wonder Twins.
I thought about that.
And but hold on, Maximoff, she's also a hero. She's like Deadpool. She's a
No, because she's definitely been a villain. Handy Manny.
who the hell is Handy Manny?
Nickelodeon kid show. It's like Bob the Builder.
Oh, isn't that Kel's character?
No, you're thinking of
No,
somebody else. No,
character from
from all that. Yeah, it wasn't it. Repair. It was
wait, hold
Repairman.
on, no,
Man.
no.
Man. 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 Man.
Oh,
Man.
repair. Okay, fuck that. I know exactly who I'm bringing in. I'm bringing in Super Dude. That's who I'm bringing in.
That doesn't
Super
get
dude.
that doesn't get the pop I think you thought it was gonna get.
It doesn't matter if it didn't bring the pop. I'm bringing in super dude.
If I have to Google him, he's not gonna do much.
Oh my gosh, Super Lopez would be great. The beer point is very amateur. Well, you haven't even seen this pour beer. Actually, I got a pour. By the way, Max, since you are one of the elite bartenders in all of Southwest Florida, have you heard of a drink Bicho? Oh wait, where am I? Right there. Can y'all see that Bicho? And I think this is probably the best time to talk about our unofficial sponsor for today's podcast. So we have Bicho, and they are from La Casa Bruja Brewing Company. It's really not that great. Um, Sour ale with lime and cucumber flavor. Like I don't even know what I got this, and it only has 3.5% alcohol.
Beat you.
Hey, Venom says, "Hey, W looked at Total Wine today for Keel Farms. No bueno.
That sucks, dude. It's really good. It's practically juice. It's so good. So you
Well,
almost threw up your beat show, bro. You're struggling there.
bro, this shit was gross.
It's
Honestly,
so
I don't
it's
recommend it.
I'm so upset with you because I went out of my way
I'm
to
honestly,
I went out of my way because you yelled at me about getting the tall can, so I sat there and got small cans. I still met my requirement of having a pretty cool label on the can once it freaking
but this says,
focuses.
but this says Bicho. Does yours
Okay,
say
but it's not a
Bicho?
badger in a straitjacket smoking a pipe. And it's 6.9%. It's
Look,
6.9%.
look, Max. I didn't know this was a sour. I just got it because I saw that the company was called Casa Bruja, and it was hilarious. And other than that, the can design sucked. Honestly, I'm so disappointed. This is the reason why this is from Panama. Because Panama couldn't afford a good can. Shout out to Panama. Anyway, since you criticized my beer point, there we go. Y'all hear that?
No, because your mic's being weird.
Oh, I blame you. Look,
Well, I
look
think
how look how light look how light that is too. Like you could tell there's no. I could see you clearly,
who was your last person?
huh?
Who's your last hero?
Oh, Super Dude.
Super dude.
Super Dude has all the strengths of Superman. His only weakness is being lactose intolerant. So throw him a dairy product and he's out. Other than that, he's good to go.
So
Let me see, Max. Glass should be straight up first, then tilted after the foaming takes place. Those gases will now mix in your
oops.
stomach. Oh my
He'll
God.
never
Thank you,
he'll never
Max.
learn. Sorry, that's poor. Uh,
I'm sorry. Sorry, Max, that I'm not perfect. But I promise you next time I will try to be perfect just for you.
I hate YouTube. I can't get that to post better.
You know something? Y'all criticize my pouring. Whitey, let me see you pour your beer.
Give me
Because
one
last time
second.
you had a foam like it was like this big. So
I had a
let's see.
long day.
Pour that shit.
Can you watch your language, please?
What did I say?
That.
Sorry. Max, I appreciate the advice. Okay, foam is good, but it's foam okay. I agree. Foam is good because it doesn't sit all in your stomach. If it's like this much beer and then like this much foam, is that still good? Real men drink out of the can. True. I agree with that. But then how would you know if I could, Whitey has gotten an award for being the best supporting actor, so legit that he can fake it. So I'd rather pour it in our fancy glass, uh, fancy glass, and just show that we're actually drinking it. I was
I need
about
to
to
get a
say
bigger.
fancy. You need to get a bigger one.
That's what I was just saying. It's too small. Look, I'm just learning, okay? I'm just learning. The important
we really,
thing.
we this is our first time drinking. You know, this is this is entertainment on tap. First time drinking. We're popping our cherry right now as we speak.
Like Just Tip said, I normally drink out the can, so I'm not a professional pourer. Like, just give me the can. Let me chug that.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom? What?
Enjoy the wall, Venom. We need to get Venom on a spot in here and just give us a professional pouring. Or we'll have Venom and Max on here. Pour a beer.
Can we do that and see who pours the perfect beer? Is it going to be Max, the all-time undisputed best bartender, best alcohol connoisseur of all of Southwest Florida, or Venom? Who I don't know.
Why do you sell Venom like that? You're just like, yeah, or Venom, that guy.
I don't know Venom. You know Venom. You're supposed to be hyping Venom up.
Okay, why didn't I do both? Because I know both.
Okay,
you didn't give me an avenue. No, it's too late now. Now you've ruined it.
No.
Like a jobber. For the record, jobber in wrestling terms is somebody who loses all the fucking time. Like imagine like Power Rangers, and there's like the people that they get beat up real easy, like the little squishy guys. It's those
the clay people.
The clay guys, yeah. That's a jobber in wrestling terms.
Well, doesn't everybody know that? I thought I knew that.
I'm just trying to inform the masses on all the wrestling lingo that I have.
Okay.
Also, when I say the word pop means to get a big.
So Venom's like, so I'm a putty people. Got it, bro.
No, I'm not saying you're a putty people.
You're
no,
a jerk today, bro.
I didn't say that.
Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pour beer. I'm calling people putty people, jobbers. My whole life's a mess.
And then Mac wants to speed rack somebody. So yeah.
I don't know what that means. Should I?
I feel like speed rack is the thing where they stack the cups. Is that what that is, or am I thinking of something else?
I'm thinking of pool, and I don't think that's in pool either. So,
No. Max wants to speed somebody's rack. I think that's what he's trying to do.
Don't we all want to speed somebody's rack? I'm okay. I said the quiet part out loud. My bad.
God. What?
Huh? So as I was saying, it was announced this week that Jonathan Majors will not be going to jail for his domestic violence case.
I saw that. That shit is crazy.
I'm so mad at him. I'm so mad at him. Like, he was doing really well in the MCU, and it seemed like the next phase fucked up his career. He also like abused somebody, which is fucked up. But
he's not gonna get his deal back.
He derailed his whole career. His career. I'm not saying it's over, but he's not coming back to MCU.
Yeah, he's gonna be. They're gonna bring back his show, Country. What was that show?
What? Lovelace, Country Lovelace. Was that it?
So something like that. They're gonna
was
bring
it
that
Netflix?
back just for him. No. That was Mac.
Can you move your mic like?
Oh my God! What's your problem?
It's because you're talking this way and your mic is over here, so you need to move your mic closer to your monitor.
Is this better for you?
That's not what I'm asking at all, but okay.
Well, as of right now, they don't have the exact person who's replacing them. People.
I don't think they are.
No, they are. Yeah,
I don't think they are.
Look it up.
I don't think they are.
I'm telling you, look it up. I think the top. There's two contenders. One is going to be actually son. Denzel's son is one of the top contenders, and then this other guy. But I did read about it. You have a computer right there. You want to look at it? Since
right.
You don't believe me? You're giving me this caca face right now.
I'll look it up. But what I'm telling you is I believe they're going to go away from what's his name? Don't tell me. Kong, the Conqueror. And they're going to go towards with Silver Surfer with the new Fantastic Four. I think they're going to pivot.
Well, Okay, so from what I've read is that they're still going to continue the Kong story. They're going to bring another big villain out to go with Kong, because remember Kong is a variant, so they're throwing the whole idea that his variant can change as well. I believe that's what the story is coming. But from the last thing that I read was there's two contenders right now to replace Jonathan Majors. One is that, and then it was another guy. You have it up?
You cut out
Is
again
that
when
was
you said the first name.
I said Denzel's son, and then the
Coleman Domingo.
sure.
I'm just reading this thing from Forbes. Can you see the stream? This guy here.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, hold on, because yeah, give me a second, because I think I'm like I'm looking at this stream.
He was in Color Purple. He's in Euphoria.
Yeah, I don't actually I don't know if it's him. I can't tell. I don't. I remember
I can't hear you at all right
is
now.
damn really.
It's because you keep turning and your mic is.
No, I got the mic is right in front of me, man. Even if I'm turned, I always have the mic in front of me. How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Damn it! Why you sound so upset?
And I'm trying to tell you that we can't hear you, which is the whole point of a podcast. And you're like, no, you're wrong. And I'm like, no, I can't hear you, so they can't hear you.
Well, I want you to fix yourself.
Okay, I'll fix myself. My bad. I'm the one in the wrong here. My apologies.
My bad. Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Um, yeah. Honestly, I don't remember who the other guy. I'm really hoping that they do look into Denzel's son. I think he'd be a pretty bad King. Um, can we just go? Can we just get to Galactus, please? Well, they, if I'm not mistaken, on the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out, I believe they are already introducing this into the Fantastic Four movie. But I think, like I said, it's nothing's official. There's a lot of speculations on who could be the other bad guy that's gonna come in. Kang, the number one favorite character, and I think it would be cool would be Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom, which he would be a huge badass villain, and they don't obviously that like I said, all this is speculation. One of the fan castings they have, which I think it would be a cool one. Would be, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Is it Killian Murphy?
From
What from Oppenheimer, from
right,
Peaky
yeah.
Blind? Is it pronounced Killian?
I would. That's how I pronounce it. So if you're wrong, then I'm wrong too.
Well, here, just the tip says Killian, so I'm gonna go with. I don't think it's gonna flop, and it's just the fact that and it's the one thing that I am really glad at is that Marvel is finally once again listening to their fan base. Because for those who haven't realized, we're not getting anything this year from Disney, but Deadpool and Wolverine, and they're supposed to basically kill everything that Marvel's been fucking up and redoing it over from scratch. So they're obviously taking their time with the Fantastic Four because they cannot mess up Fantastic. You, even though like the original one with like, excuse me, Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, it wasn't the best movie, but it's still like a very lovable family. The one with Michael B. Jordan and I can't think of his name. The guy from Whiplash and
You talking about the main actor that plays Reed?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember his
Wait,
name at all. He just reminds me of Mark Anthony. Every time I see his face.
sure, the guy that looks like Mark Anthony. Anyway, honestly, that movie sucked. Yeah, that movie there was.
Yeah.
But honestly, we have a really good cast for the Fantastic Four. I really don't. Miles Teller, yes, Miles Teller. I really don't. I really don't see them fucking up Fantastic Four. I feel like people would literally give up on Marvel if they fuck up the Fantastic Four. The same way that if once they do the X-Men movie, if they X-Men, people will literally boycott Marvel because those are two big names that you cannot mess up. It's just too big, bro. Venom. I feel so bad because I really wanted to. Well, I haven't seen the new Fallout series. I haven't had a chance to, man. But I everything that I hear about the freaking show is nothing but positive, great reviews. It sounds like a freaking great show to watch. I'm definitely gonna try to get on it at least by the time of our next podcast to really get on it. It looks like a really good.
Oh, you know what? That could work. He does have a really similar look to Jonathan Majors.
Oh man, you're thinking of. Oh, I know who you're talking about. People keep. It's funny that you mentioned. I don't know who it is that you're talking about, but I know of him just by because people are talking about this character, about his character, because they say that he looks like a mixture of Jonathan Majors, um, I can't think of the third person. I just saw a post on it on Instagram today. It was pretty funny. When I find it, I'll let you know. Unless you can find it quick, and my, can you not hear me? I can't
There we
tell.
go. What was that?
Oh no, I was saying, can you can you find this picture? There's this thing I saw on Facebook today, where they were talking about this actor that plays Maximus, how he looks like exact resemblance of Denzel Washington, Jonathan Majors, and there was somebody else. I can't think of the person, but everybody was saying like he looks like all three of them mixed into one.
Like there's a picture showing them all like side by side.
It was a picture of the actor, and then and the bottom of it was Denzel, Jonathan Majors, and this other cat. Then they all and basically like I feels like they got all the best features of these three characters that plays. And Spoon Man, I don't know who Spoon Man is, but he says he's a first time watcher, first time talker. But I heard that there was a sexy W here.
Subspoon. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find that.
If you can't, that's fine. But I wanted to just confirm that it was that person. I just can't think of who the third person was. But I did hear that show was pretty good. But
Yeah.
honestly, but back to our list that I was doing. I'm just gonna say it. I feel that my team can definitely beat your team.
I mean,
I also
we're all entitled to opinions, no matter how wrong they might be.
well look. You got Magneto, Thanos, Dark Phoenix, Voldemort, and Joker. I'm just gonna say it. Hercules easily could take out both Magneto and Thanos easily. You're messing with a god to Thanos and Magneto. You really think they have a chance against Hercules?
Maybe not, but
But
a lot of my team is riding on Dark Phoenix because she can fuck anybody up. Who on your team
I mean,
is stopping her?
Deadpool.
How?
Well, look at the was that X-Men 3. Wolverine was able to defeat Dark Phoenix because regenerate. Uh, who else has that power? You think that
Oh,
she can really
Deadpool.
defeat Deadpool?
I don't think she can defeat Deadpool on her own, but I don't think he can defeat her.
And as far as Voldemort, bro, that was weak.
How is that
Vold-
weak?
Voldemort was weak, bro, because he has to basically aim with a little stick. It like it doesn't make sense.
He was out here in a world where people didn't say his name because he was that feared.
Yeah, but he lost to a baby, and then he lost to a kid again,
Well,
multiple times.
the good thing is that nobody in your team has a power of
And he
love,
and
so
he
he's
has.
gold.
What are you talking about? We got Aang. Aang is nothing but love. Okay, all he wanted to do was clap cheeks, and he couldn't do it because he was a little kid. But after he saved the world, what he do? He handled the business, and then he had kids.
Your team doesn't compare.
And then we got Rexy. Avada Kedavra.
Rexy's getting tripped up so quick.
Whatever, bro.
Deadpool's riding him into battle, and Deadpool fucks up the entrance, and Rexy's get his neck snapped instantly. It's so bad for Rexy. I, I'm not trying to hate on Rexy, but like Deadpool bucks him up badly.
Whatever.
Maybe Aang saves him with some fucking wind and stops him from breaking his neck, but.
Look, Avada Kedavra is not gonna work because the minute that Voldemort starts busting out Avada Kedavra and all hocus pocus shit, Aang's gonna do some type of earth magic and deflect all that magic.
Okay.
And then he's gonna box him in with the rocks and soil and stuff, and then he's gonna.
I keep going back to Dark Phoenix because she can fucking control people's bodies. They're not doing anything. She's gonna control Rexy and just have Rexy eat all of your heroes, bro. That's how it's going down. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna tell you right now that yours is weak. You know who I would have chose if I was handling the villain?
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Bro.
Oh, he has it wrote down.
No, I don't have, bro. I don't have it written down here. Just proof. All I got is your weak ass list.
Okay, thank you.
But,
my weak ass list.
Bro, I would have got what's his name? Omni Man, the guy from Invincible, his dad.
I haven't watched that yet.
Anyway, Omni Man. I would have had oh my god, what's his name? The bad superhero from The Boys. What's his name?
Oh, I should have picked him. Damn it. What is his name? Such a good choice too. Shit.
Exactly, bro. Come on, you suck. Homelander. There we go. Thank you,
Homelander.
You could have had Homelander, bro. You could even had the guy that could stretch out his penis and choke people. You could have had that guy.
I forgot about that guy. That guy's got. Never mind.
He's got length. He's got pipe. Yeah, you could have had Soldier Boy, the artist, or the superhero / villain.
No, I would have picked Homelander. That guy's insane.
Well, okay, now Black Noir. Would Black Noir be considered a hero or a villain? Because he was homies with Homelander. So would he be considered a hero or a villain?
I think he's more villain.
Really?
Yeah, because he was like this little like minion. It's like go kill this person. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I think Black Noir was more of a hero though. Because he still tried to help people. He just he got lost.
Like Dark Phoenix. Villain.
No, Dark Phoenix is a hero.
Villain. Jean Grey is a hero. Just take your L, bro. Just take the L.
No, so far everybody seems to agree.
You picked Rexy and Super Dude, bro. Like you don't got
Super Dude is a freaking beast. Okay, his only weakness is milk. What are these people going to come out with milk? Nobody.
Again, back to Dark Phoenix. Telekinetic. Find a cow, milk it with her telekinetic powers, and just squirt milk from like 700 yards away.
Ashley has already called it out. Her next man, boy toy, husband is going to be Soldier Boy. Not the superhero. The guy the artist that sings Superman.
Crank that Superman.
Crank that. There you go.
It's not a bad choice.
This is getting kinky. So, for those who don't know, this is the After Hours podcast where anything could be said, everything is accepted.
Especially if you're talking to your mic really close, like, and a whisper. Oh no, here it comes.
You know what I'm saying, baby girl. Let me hear you go.
You're now listening to 102.3 Slow Jams and RMP with me. Soldier boy, tell him.
Soldier, soldier boy, tell him.
Okay, can we move on to the next topic, please? Because this is getting real weird.
Why are you getting? Are you sweating? Is
I'm
it
getting
like?
on.
If
Yeah, I'm getting
nobody's seeing the camera, are you
uncomfortable.
sweating there, buddy?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Bro, where you at? I feel like I haven't seen you. Where you at right
I heard where you're at, and then you cut off again because you keep looking at the monitor to talk when the mic is in front of you. Move the
now?
mic.
Because I feel weird. Because like the mic is literally right here. Can
Try
you
that.
hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Maybe have it pointed in your direction. It was facing the other way. I am on
Okay.
beer number 3. I'm at 2.5 of
Hold on,
actual
let me see it.
beers.
Can I see? Whip it up. Whip it out. Bro, come on, man. You can do better than that. I'm like halfway done.
Okay, but you're drinking 3.2 sour ales.
No,
Don't
it's
compare.
3.5, okay? This is the adult version.
Sorry, bad math.
You're welcome.
Delicious. Goes down smooth. Refreshing. Do you have another
That was
cup?
oh, that was like a big gulp.
Yeah.
So while you're getting the next slide in, so we can talk about our next topic, let me talk to you about one of our sponsors for today. We have Bicho from the Casa Bruja Brewing Company out of Panama. It's a sour ale with lime and cucumber flavor with 3.5% alcohol. That's really it. You know, they're a three out of 5 star rating in most of the stores that I've seen online. So you're getting a great choice. You know, it's they even gave you a government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. So now you know. If you're pregnant, don't drink Bicho.
That's true. Don't do it.
All right, let's see. What have I missed? Suddenly, my Bush is looking okay now. Oh, Bush Light. I read that wrong. Bush Light, not his Bush. The beer, Bush Light. The beer, the beer looks like it tastes great. No, it's disgusting. So Overwatch. Yes.
It's an inside joke. Like,
Oh,
this is not enjoyable, so Overwatch, which is also not enjoyable. So because your beer's not enjoyable,
oh no! This shit sucks. Honestly,
yeah.
I don't recommend this to anybody. Even though they are our unofficial sponsor, I do not recommend.
No,
Bicho.
they're your unofficial sponsor. I would never touch that shit.
I'm gonna
No,
tell you
thank
right
you.
now, they're probably gonna cancel us. They're probably not gonna sponsor us anymore after today.
Right after today, the sponsorship money is dead from them.
It's done. Honestly, we spent their sponsor money to buy another type of. That's what we did. So let's see. We watching some Naked Gun. Oh, I love them. I don't know if it's true. Maybe T, if you could look it up quick. I think I read that they're redoing the movie. They're bringing it back with new.
Okay, it's not the mic. It's something weird.
Yeah, see, I told you. I told you it's not. It's. I don't know what it is.
Naked Gun remake.
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson joins Liam Neeson in Paramount's new Naked Gun movie.
Oh, so they are. So they are breaking. So they are making another Naked Gun movie, but with obviously without the main actor because he passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And Venom. Hey, look, we have a new sponsor. Venom wants to sponsor our next stream, but nothing but bananas and twerking.
That's gonna be
I
a.
could provide the bananas. No. We can make this work. I could provide the bananas. Obviously, Jay is gonna handle the twerking. Like that's a
Right.
given.
No,
Like
for
why
sure.
wouldn't he? Yeah. Stand up and give them a show, buddy. Let them know
No,
what you're working with.
no. Let's talk.
Well,
Let's
that's
talk dollars first before we start doing twerks.
well, he's already sponsoring, so obviously there's dollars already there.
I need to see the
But
money in the
yes,
account first.
not yeah. They're making a Naked Gun remake. Wisey, can you repeat again what do we have so far? New Naked Gun.
We have Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson as the leading actors for it. So
That's
that'll be
it.
exciting. I mean, I'm not going to read a whole article right now.
Oh, I think you kind of skimmed through so we can kind of get an idea like who's producing it, who's making it, streamed, anything besides Liam Nielsen. Honestly, I'm not surprised Liam's in it. I feel like ever since the Taken franchise took off, he's basically in any movie that he can get his hands on.
Uh, which Akiva Schaffer is directing and executive producing, a release date of July 18, 2025.
Oh wow, that's quick. So them, yeah, so they already have a script and everything, huh?
Dan Greger and Doug Mann. Do you know who those guys are?
No.
Okay, neither do I. They wrote the Emmy-winning Disney Plus movie Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which is an amazing movie if you haven't watched that.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Seth MacFarlane and Eric Huggins are producing Naked via their company Fuzzy Door. Is that the title of this movie?
Seth MacFarlane has a producing company. Hold on, my bad. I was thinking about somebody else. So out of all the beers you had on here, other than the Keel Farms, what do you highly recommend? Honestly, Venom, the only beer that I really I could honestly say that once again, well, first off, I thought that Bitcho was an IPA because it said sour ale, and I thought only IPAs came in sour ale or weird ass beers. But out of all the beers that I had, most was the monkey juice, monkey balls, monkey something. Work with me here, T.
I don't remember any of the beers that you drink.
It was like an orange flavor, but it was actually pretty good. You know, I had a
Was
look.
that the one that I had the monkey can at the same time as you had the monkey can?
I think so. I don't remember. I think it
Yeah.
was like maybe like episode 2 or 3, but it was really good. You know, it had a little bit of orange tang to it, but you could really feel the hops in it. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
honestly that was probably the only beer that I really did like so far.
I like the Equilibrium MC squared beer that I had, I think last time. If
Oh,
not, it
that
was
was
the episode
last time,
before
yeah.
that. And it was really good. This beer, it's good. It's not terrible. I'm just mad because I saw like it's advertised as a hazy IPA, which is like more hoppy, cloudy, like you can't really see through it, and this is just not that. And so I'm kind of like I've been falsely advertised to by a local Jacksonville brewing company, which is it's just terrible. I didn't drink the Kill Farms on stream. I just drank that. Well, I drank that on gaming stream, not a podcast stream, because it's a cider, and we're supposed to be doing IPAs, not sour ales. But I
I
digress.
didn't. Bro,
No, no, no,
how
no,
am I
no,
supposed to know the difference?
no. You're fine. It's okay.
You drank literally Stone Cold Steve Austin beer. I don't know that was an IPA.
Right, and then I got yelled at for that, and so I have been doing just IPA since then. And then the
Well,
person that
Venom.
yelled at me for that is now drinking sour ales. It's weird. I don't know. It's confusing.
Well, Venom, if you're shopping right now at Publix, I would definitely recommend trying out that beer. It's a It's like a monkey beer. The picture of it is an orange can with like the monkeys, just a monkey on the can. It's like a monkey. I really want to say that it's called monkey juice, but I really can't remember.
All right, Spoon. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Later, Spoon. Thanks for stopping by.
If you're at Publix, Venom, they usually have Hazify there, or see if they have there's this orange blossom pilsner that's really good, and that's like kind of hit or miss on Publix's, but it's good stuff. Oh, but there is no course tonight, Naughty. There is only him drinking that nasty sour ale and us trying to make sure he doesn't vomit on stream. We don't want that.
That was. Oh, that's gross.
So I
I
got
don't know.
here on
Honestly,
this.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh, motherfucker. All right, we're good. We're alive. OJ. Go ahead. What about OJ?
That motherfucker's dead. Ha! I don't care.
Did the glove fit? Okay, that's what That's what America wanted. Did the glove really fit? Yes or no? T, what do you think?
Yes.
But in court, it showed that it didn't fit.
So they must have quit.
Mm. Man, you know he did it.
Here's my thing. Couple things. One, why do you run from the cops if you're innocent?
Well, doesn't everybody?
Well, no, I did run from the cops at one time, but we were teenagers. It doesn't count. Um,
I didn't pour it correctly. I think I
two,
don't have enough.
two, he wrote a whole ass book about what if I did do it.
So can I cut you off before you
Yeah,
continue on? I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I
No,
want to bring it up. So that book, I didn't know about it until after he died. So he wrote the book, um, and then it was not going to get published at all, like because he got a lot of backlash. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god, that was sour. Sorry. Oh, that was horrible.
for the record, I'm also struggling here. There's like a weird aftertaste to where it doesn't taste bad when I drink it, but then like 5 seconds later, it's like it's just a little bit of a kick, and I'm not really digging it. This is the power through episode to the max. Like we're just powering through this shit right now.
Honestly, and the worst thing is that this fool made me do like a freaking chug in the beginning, and he didn't even play. That was the worst thing. I had to chug this whole beer. Once again, that intro was perfect. It was to
Pristine.
the T and J.
Fireworks, pyro, everything.
Everything, okay? Everything.
4th of July behind us.
The yearly budget went into today's intro, and you guys missed it.
Shame.
So, what I didn't know about it, and once again, I read this as after obviously he died. So the book, the one I did it. Originally, I believe it was called "If I Did It," and it wasn't like they weren't allowing it to get published because of obviously the family and friends that were affected because of the actions that so what's the word that we use? Not supposedly, but
Allegedly.
when you're allegedly he's accused for. But so they gave the publishing rights to those families. So it was actually the families that suffered, the one that published it, and they got rid of the "if" and they named it "I Did It."
Not exactly. So they did keep the word "if," but on the cover of it,
the "I Did It" was the one that's truly highlighted, but the "if" is kind of like you could barely see. Yeah, crazy. I didn't know about that.
So he wrote a whole ass book. And again, this, if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. It's his wife or his ex-wife. I don't know if they were like together at that point when that happened. But either way, this is somebody that he loved that was murdered. And he's writing a book about if I did it. Just wild to me. And then,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna play this video, but you go ahead and I'll play it after.
I was gonna say, Nani, like if I'm not, and YT, please correct me if I'm incorrect. But from what I read, he didn't get any of the proceeds from this book.
I don't know.
I believe from what I read, all of it went to show families and friends that were affected of this tragedy that he caused allegedly. But I'm gonna go for a break quick. T, play the video.
So this video is wild because it's an interview that he did, and I'll just play it and let you watch it. I'm going to play this again because the volume was low.
I've never personally shaken hands with a murderer.
She says, I've never personally shaken hands with a murderer, and he just continues to shake her hand.
Thank you. Very nice meeting you.
Doesn't that hurt your feelings?
No. And you got me riled up. You got me started.
After we finished filming, OJ said to me that he had a surprise for me, and I genuinely was surprised.
Just did you do it?
No, I didn't.
I think it was his idea of a joke. and this is it.
Did not do it. No, I didn't. Nope, did not do it.
Like, this dude doesn't look convincing at all. Sorry, Twitter. Doesn't look convincing at all in saying, nope, no, he looks like a little kid when you ask him if they did something, like if they broke the vase. And he's like, nope, wasn't me. And then to like have a joke of like stabbing somebody with a, like, that's just wild to me. Like,
yes, I've seen this
insane.
video.
And like, that's always bothered me for all the years, to the point where I was like, when he went to prison for stealing his, it was weird because he stole his stuff back, but he couldn't prove that it was his possession. So he went to prison for it. It was almost like a, like, justice, but down the road. I don't know. He got everything that he deserved to him later in life, and I am, for one, not sad that he is gone from this world.
No, it's sad. All this. Not that he's dead. It's mostly sad that more of the closure. You know what I mean? That 100%. Like everybody knows and feels like yeah he did, but it's not the same as him actually saying yeah something I did it, and then kick the can.
Well, maybe there's something out there in his will. It's still a lot of time between all that stuff happening. Maybe they'll find something where he's like, "Yeah, I did it. Haha. Joke's on you guys. I got away with it." Like, fuck him.
See, answer me this: how do people represent and be defense attorneys but know deep down their client? To be honest,
There's only
it,
one answer
it,
for that.
it just comes
Cheddar
down to
cheese.
it just comes. There's you got to understand when it comes to this. Like, do I hate the attorneys? Well, it was what's his name? Uh,
Johnny Cochran.
Kim's dad, right? It was Kim's dad was the one that was the attorney for him, right?
I think he was on the team, but I think Johnny Cochran was the big one that was leading the team.
Well, regardless, this is a huge case. All right, it was a huge case, and this could literally make your career, which did it did. Yeah. Would you agree or would you not agree if that he did or not? At the end, everybody, like I said, I'm not. It's such a gray area. I really don't know how to respond to it. It's more of a,
Allegedly, that motherfucker killed her and got away with it.
of course, now as far as the attorneys go, that's at the end.
Right. It just comes down to money. There's so many people there's so many attorneys who just represent people just based on the fact that they're going to get paid no matter what. So they don't care. They have no morality. They don't care if the person is a good person or a bad person. They're going to get their money. And if they get the person off, if they did commit the crime, then they're going to get everybody else like, oh, this person's a good attorney. I'm going to hire them to help me get away with stuff.
Of course, because you already know that this case is going to be publicized everywhere.
Yep.
Just like what was the recent case with Johnny Depp, and
Right.
everybody was on top of it. Everybody knew the attorneys that were involved. Now, granted, I don't remember the actual attorney name for Johnny Depp. I just know it was a young brunette. That's all I remember. That was representing Johnny Depp.
But it's not important for us to remember. It's for other high-profile folks to say, okay, I saw Johnny Depp had her, and she helped him, in that case. Maybe she can help me. That's why they take those kind of cases.
Yeah,
right. He was
yes.
He was on the team. I don't know if he was the lead or if Johnny Cochran was the lead, but I think Johnny Cochran was more popular. I think he was the one that said the whole, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. He was more of like the popular voice, but I think that the Kardashian dad was more of the brains, if I remember correctly.
Well,
it's been a while since I've
at the end, who else did the Kardashian dad represent after the OJ case? Do you remember?
I don't.
Michael Jackson.
Oh wow, okay.
And And please
There you
correct me.
go.
I'm almost. But can you look it up just to make sure that I'm not talking out of my ass? But I'm almost positive that after the OJ case, he represented Michael Jackson with the what we all should all remember with is the I don't even know how to even put it into words. Was it touching of the kids or
Right.
inappropriateness with kids? Something with the kid, right? Yeah, right.
Uh,
Take your time. Take your time.
I don't see anything about Michael Jackson.
What can you just Google quick who was the attorney? Who was the defense attorney during the Michael Jackson case? By the way, I love how you have updated our YouTube where we can do so much more activities on our
Thomas
YouTube page.
Arthur Mesereau. So you were entirely wrong.
My bad. But he represented a lot of people though. Look at him. What was that? Michael Jackson,
Mike Tyson, Bill Cosby, Danny
Tyson,
Masterson.
Cosby.
So this guy does not give a fuck because he defended Bill Cosby, Mike
Danny.
Tyson, and Danny Masterson. So this is the epitome of I'm just here to get the bag. I don't care.
Mike Tyson was on domestic abuse, I believe.
I think so for the actress Robin something.
Yeah, and then I'm not saying what he did was not right. I'm just saying
It's not on the same
compared
level as the rest of these.
Yeah, because you got Bill Cosby
Different levels to it.
and obviously freaking what's his name, Danny Masterson. Yeah, they're on a different. So before we continue on, I want to watch this trailer with you. Honest, and obviously, I guess I thought me and YT were on the same page of this, but he hasn't. He wanted to openly discuss this in public how he felt about it. I would love to watch this trailer together. So T, can you play it for us?
Before I get into it, I just want to name the cast real
Oh,
quick.
God.
No, just the
Okay,
cast.
yeah. All right, go ahead.
So Prime is Chris Hemsworth. Megatron is Brian Tyree Henry, who you might have seen in Atlanta, and he was also in that. Is it Bullet Train with
Yes, with he was partners with
Brad Pitt and Aaron Tyler Johnson.
Yeah, he was the one that basically for most of the movie.
ScarJo's in it, which makes me excited. She's playing, I don't believe, a new character. I've never seen the name before, but I'm not a big Transformers guy, so I could be wrong. Keegan-Michael Key is playing Bumblebee. Steve Buscemi is the main villain. And then there's Lauren Fishburne and John Hamm as well in the cast. So
As far as the characters from like the movies you've seen, we have Optimus Prime, Bumblebee. I believe they have Sentinel Prime coming back for this movie too, right?
yes, I don't remember if it was Fishburne or John Hamm. I think John Hamm is the voice for Sentinel Prime.
Sentinel Prime. So, yeah. So let's watch the show together, and then we can talk about it.
Cool. Yeah, let me run it.
So, how long do you think we'll be here? I'm not talking to him. You know what? We are so screwed.
Thought you weren't talking to me.
You two, come with me. Report to Waste Management.
Hi there, I'm B127. I'm actually working on some nicknames. The one I'm floating right now is Badassatron, which is actually pronounced Badassatron.
We're gonna call you B.
I know we're just lowly worker bots who can't even transform. Don't you want to see what's out there?
There's a reason no one goes to the surface. It's dangerous.
Why'd you bring jetpacks?
If we survive this, I'm gonna kill you.
I accept those terms.
The surface.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
You have proven yourself worthy. Take these and access your full potential.
But this might get us the NCMA brand. I need
Time
to
to show
talk
'em
over the
we
music.
are
Sorry.
More than meets the eye.
We can transform now.
On three. One.
It's working! Where's my head? How do we use these things? The wheels! I need wheels!
Guys, that's not good.
We've got these powers for a reason. Let's use them.
We stand here together as one.
Whoa! I got a battle mask! It appeared with this guy. Knife hands? I have knife hands!
I can see that.
B, these are not the bad guys.
Why did you cut the door?
What? No, it was already like that. Right?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah, it was already like. Yeah, that's right.
I'm hoping that we don't get
Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Oh, sweet. So
I'm
I
hoping
can
we don't
say
get banned for the music that plays in the trailer or the trailer itself.
that. Well, can't you put like a note, something saying that like, hey, not our stuff.
No, that's like a Facebook thing.
So okay, so
But,
what can you do on the Insta?
We'll see. I don't think it'll do. It was only a couple seconds, but we'll worry about that later. So it's supposed to come out September this year. Thoughts?
Which I feel like this was like kind of like a ghost because I didn't hear about it until
You didn't hear about it until when?
oh my bad. I didn't hear about it till like maybe about a few weeks ago.
I didn't hear about it until early this week when the trailer dropped.
No, yeah. Okay. Because you obviously felt like when I was talking to you about it, I felt like you had a lot to say about it, so let's hear it.
I don't want to come negative Nancy at the gate, so I want you to tell me.
Oh no. You already okay, Giovanni couldn't hear anything but Scar Joe's voice. Honestly, I can't tell if you're telling me that it's because of her voice or just because Scar Joe obviously. I'm just saying.
All I need to say is, Nani, you better back the fuck up.
I'm pretty sure
So-
Nani has a better chance than you.
He does have a nice haircut.
He does, and he has that nice clean skin tone. Yours looks kind of rough, to be honest. Yours looks like you had kind of a rough childhood. Nani was like, he's been honestly, it's about time someone said it. Honestly, I'm sorry that it had to be.
This
me.
is the brutal After Dark podcast. This is getting wild today.
Yeah, it's kinky, truthful, everything, right?
It's cutting deep. I love the cast.
Go negatives. Go ahead.
I love the cast, and it's not just because of ScarJo. I can't talk right now. I'm so enamored with her. But I mean, Hemsworth is awesome. Brian Tyree, I think he's a really good actor. Keegan Michael Key is hilarious, and then you round it up with Buscemi, Fishburne, and Ham. That's a solid cast. And I'm glad. I will say I'm glad that Transformers. No.
No. I was waiting for the butt.
Oh, there's a butt coming. There's a big butt coming.
Okay. All right. I'll
And
wait
it's
for
not Scarlet's. I am glad that they're not doing a live action CGI fest. They've done that like 4 or 5 times now. The luster of it wore off a long time ago. So I'm glad they're getting back to animation. But that animation is not good to me. Like it looks very like late
What?
2000s. Yeah. I don't know if they're
It looks
gonna
like
clean it up more, or if that's a different style they're trying to go for. Kind of like the Spider-Man multiverse movies where they went for a different style. Like I don't know if that's a different style. Maybe I just didn't like the way it looked.
is that your only complaint?
Honestly, yeah. Like I think the cast is solid. I think the story is interesting. It being kind of like an origin story, kind of, and I enjoyed that they're going to animation. I just didn't like the way it looked. It just looks like like it looks like a Netflix animation almost, or like not even Netflix. It looks
Oh.
like Freebie. You know when you watch like a cartoon that was like made by I don't know. I don't know. When you have this star cast, it seems like they like kind of took out of the budget for animation. It doesn't look. I think Transformers. I think a little bit more gritty, maybe because I'm influenced by the movies. I need to watch the old cartoons and see if they.
So you're saying that you actually like Michael Bay?
I enjoyed the first two movies, I believe. I don't know if I've watched. I think I watched one of the Mark Wahlberg ones for like half an hour. I was like, nope, this is not for me.
So the first three is with Shia,
Right, right. I like the Shy movies pretty good. The first one's really good. It's fun.
obviously.
Second one I think was not terrible. I didn't mind watching it through. And then after that, it just falls off for me. But I think it was just too much of the same thing. I don't think it was that it was bad. It was just like it's not different enough for me to watch this again. I feel like I was watching the same movie again with just a little bit different of a story, and I don't like I barely have time to watch stuff like that. I'm not gonna watch what I feel like is the same movie, just kind of retooled here
Like
and there for.
I'll be honest on my behalf is that I probably will not watch it in theater. It's just
Same.
because there's so many other movies coming out this year that my attention and my pocket and my pockets don't fold. It jingles. I want to make that very clear. So there's only so much that I can watch. From the TikTok, my money don't jingle, it folds. I like the way you wiggle for sure. Yeah. Anyway,
That's like
so that
8 seasons of TikTok ago. That's how I know you're an old dad now. You're like bringing up popular TikTok trends from like summer 2023.
Yeah, well, regardless, it jingles. So I have to pick and choose what movie I want to watch. So honestly, what does it come out again?
September this
September?
year. I think it's
Okay,
gonna
so
be.
that
I think it's gonna be a good movie. I just don't know why the animation
no,
for me is
I
just not sitting well. It just seemed kind of like. It looks very okay. I just nailed it on the head for me. It looks very much like the animation you would see in a video game, like the scenes in between the gaming, which again, not a bad thing because obviously they look great now in games, but it doesn't seem like a movie. Like it doesn't pop major stars to me.
I'm obviously me personally. I'm gonna wait obviously till it comes on some type of streaming platform. I'm very excited to watch it just because this whole time since the movies started coming out, it was always Optimus against Megatron.
Right.
Great battle. So to see them as young bots friends,
Right. I
it's
think the
gonna.
story is gonna be awesome to see.
I think it's gonna be cool. The only thing that
What
I'm
up,
not a
Unc?
fan. Hey Theo, I don't think we met, but I'm basically your nephew too, so we'll say hi. You might as well just say nephews instead of nephew, to be honest. But we'll fix it on the next stream. We can edit that out. Exactly. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't pay to watch it in theaters. I would stream. Like I say, it's cool. Honestly, the only thing that I could honestly say that I'm maybe is fan of is bringing in Bumblebee this early on. Obviously Bumblebee, besides Optimus, Bumblebee is obviously like the big he's one of the biggest characters from the show, and the movies.
Right.
He's very well known.
He's a popular, like sells the toys, big with the kids. That's why I think Keegan Michael Key is an excellent casting for that, because he's perfect for that funny, silly, crazy voice acting role. Like that's him.
Correct. Now, but my thing with the storyline though is that I've always seen Bumblebee and Optimus Prime more as the mentor and mentee.
Right.
You know, if that makes sense. Now, seeing them basically both together, I feel like that kind of just takes away from a lot from the movies. If you guys were together for, for such a long time, since basically you guys were kids, why isn't Bumblebee up in that prime level? Because let's be honest,
I think the
you know,
story is, and then you see like in this trailer that he's very like young and like silly, and he's immature. I don't think he ever grows out of that, and I think they're gonna tell that in this movie. I trust them to tell that part of it.
I hope so. And that's part, and like I said, out of the trailer from what I saw, that's the only thing that I could honestly say that kind of bugged me about was that I love Bumblebee as a character, and honestly, and a lot of the times as a fighter, he was more badass than Optimus. Optimus just had a lot of toys to go along with him, and Bumblebee was just a badass freaking warrior. Now, I don't know. We'll see.
I think you nailed it. He's his
But
Robin, and Robin is. I mean, eventually Robin
yeah,
gets to the point where he takes over being Batman, right? But it takes him a long time, and he's got to go through a lot of,
well,
a lot of things.
well, it depends, bro. See, now you're getting into a
Right.
whole
It's a
different
whole
subject. Now,
different. It's a, it depends on
you,
which
we're
Robin are
gonna
we talking about.
we're gonna go down a long rabbit trail. Are we talking about freaking the guy that turns into Red Hood? Are we gonna talking about Damien? Are we talking about Robin? Are we gonna talking about Batgirl? Like, brothers, you're killing me, Smalls. Oh, the pressure.
Your blood pressure's going up.
It is. It is.
I'm excited to see it, but I probably will watch it, like you said, whenever streaming service it gets on, or just get it on, like just rent it on whatever Prime or whatever it might be.
By the way, for those, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
No.
No, I
please.
wanted to keep it rolling, so you had something important to say.
No. Please keep it
go.
real.
No, you keep it real.
No. I want you to go.
I think you keep it more real than I keep it real.
No. I think you're keeping it realer.
No, I've never been more real than you.
Okay, well, if that's since you're the realist, I'll go ahead because you're obviously the more. So for those of you who, no, you go. All right. So for those who actually were a fan of
No, you hang
Godzilla
up.
minus one, did you ever end up watching it?
No, I haven't watched it yet, but I have another movie that you're going to be proud of me for watching. But you go ahead and continue.
So Godzilla minus one, for those who haven't seen it, was honestly probably one of the best Godzilla I've seen in a long time. Like, now, granted, I do love the new Godzilla, fun to watch, but they obviously always made Godzilla as the hero. They never really bring out what Liz is a villain. He's and he's not really a villain. He's just destroys because that's all he knows what. Godzilla minus one brings not only the character of Godzilla to life, but really brings out the emotion of the characters that surround the area where Godzilla mostly stays in. Movie was phenomenal. It's probably one of the lowest budget movie forever for a Godzilla movie in today's time frame, but honestly had the hugest impact in the story. Now, there's been an issue with figuring out how they're going to stream it because it's not made from a company from overseas. But if I am correct, and once again, YT, I'm sorry to have you do the research. I'm almost 100% positive that they just announced that this year Godzilla minus one will start being streamed through Amazon Prime, if I'm mistaken.
Yep, it's heading to Prime Video as per official Prime Video Japan X, formerly known as Twitter. Did you know Twitter was the original name for X? Nobody calls it X. I don't know why they keep doing that. Yeah, we have breaking news for you. Japan's first 96 Academy Award, Godzilla 1.0, won the Best Visual Effects Award, and you can watch it exclusive May 3rd. The black and white edition will also hit Prime Video on the same day. This is Japan, though. I don't know if it's saying America.
I thought I read that it was gonna be
I,
throughout all of Amazon.
I'm just double checking because it says a lot of Japan, so I want to make sure it's going to be also. No, I don't want your ads.
See, this is how I know you don't support.
At this time, Amazon Prime Video has not said anything about a US streaming launch, but imagine the deal is on its way. So it bodes well that Amazon's got the deal with them for Japan. It's just a matter of them working out a deal for the States. So we'll have to see.
Well, if it's already going to be on Amazon outside of the U.S., I'm assuming that eventually they're going to work a deal be on Amazon Prime in the States.
Also, if you have Amazon Prime, you can just get a VPN and just watch it as if you were in Japan.
That is true. You could do it too.
If you really want to watch it on streaming that way.
Honestly, if you have the capability to do it, once again, Godzilla -1 was a great freaking movie. It's so different. It's hard to explain. You just have to watch it.
Congo is the best Godzilla movie ever by Ashley. I'm not good at watching Godzilla movies. What I was going to get into...
You said I was going to be proud of you. What am I going to be proud of you?
So our next topic is, and it's kind of loop into what you're going to be proud of me about, is Keanu Reeves has been cast as Shadow in the new Sonic movie.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm super excited about that. I don't know about you, but I've enjoyed both Sonic movies. I was a huge Sonic fan growing up, so like I love it. That's coming out in December of this year. If you haven't seen the first two Sonic movies, please watch them. They're a fun time. Nothing crazy, but they're good.
Surprisingly, they're very good movies. So I'm still trying to figure out why I'm going to be proud of you.
Unc, I use NordVPN. I'll send you my login.
I'm still waiting to figure out why I'm going to be proud of you.
You're going to be proud of me because, speaking of Keanu Reeves, I, for the first time from beginning to finish in one sitting, watched John Wick.
What do you mean?
We've discussed this before. You probably were hammered. But I have never watched a John Wick movie completely through. I have started John Wick 1, I want to say 2 or 3 other times and fell asleep each time. Which is something I only do to terrible movies like, and you're going to not like this, but other movies that I have fallen asleep to is pretty much any DC movie like Batman vs. Superman, Justice League. Those are my top. Tried watching them multiple times and fallen asleep to them multiple times. For some reason, John Wick did that same thing to me originally. I finally watched it earlier this week or last weekend. And I get it now. I understand.
Hold on. So did you watch only the first one?
Right. I can only watch one movie at a time. You want me to have like 5 monitors up and just watch John Wick 2, and I can't do that. I need the Limitless tablets. But it was really good movie. What was my problem with it that I recognized as to why I didn't want to, I fell asleep to him in the first place?
Well, first off, before you figure out your life, because it's pretty sad, honestly. Let me see. Nani says that Ban is the man, and Ashley says that...
No, it's Ban this man.
Ban this. Oh, I'm sorry.
Baba Yaga.
And that Nani's going to be divorcing you.
I fell asleep watching John Wick at least twice.
Yeah, and this is the reason why you have no friends.
Trying to remember what it was that I discovered that I was like, this is the reason why I fell asleep during this movie. There's a point. It's after. No, it's after they're in the hotel and there's like a jacuzzi fight or like a pool fight.
Really? That's when you fell asleep? When he infiltrates the club?
Right.
And they're in the sun is in the pool. What's wrong with you? That's like that has like the most action. besides the scene in his house, that's probably has one of the biggest actions of that first movie.
That's what it is. I can't remember it now. The reason why I don't really care for the movie, not the whole movie, what throws me for a loop is the son that he's going after is Theon in Games of Thrones. You ever have a character, like an actor play a character in one movie or show and then they're in a different movie or show and you can't like separate the two? If you want me to stop talking, I can. That's all I have to say. How's your beat show, bro?
Bicho, please don't put some respect on the name.
Right. There's not a T in the name, but okay.
But the T is silent.
Ah, T's. Well, then why are you pronouncing it then?
Exactly.
Right.
No, go ahead. Talk about Keanu Reeves on how you fell asleep on him on one of his biggest movies that he's ever made.
My problem is that I felt like he was going after this kid, and it just, I didn't feel the anger. Like, I get that he's angry because he came and did all that shit, killed the dog, all that kind of stuff. That's why he's getting his revenge on it.
You didn't
But-
feel the anger, like, bro.
Like-
are you his tan scout?
No, I'm
Are you
saying
the one that are you the one giving him pointers?
the villain, like the kid wasn't a villain. Like, he wasn't bad enough to me. Like, I'm like, why is there wasn't enough like hatred towards this dude because he's not.
He's a spoiled brat. That's what he
I don't
was.
like. Okay, I get that and I understand that now. I didn't like that story, so I'm looking forward to John Wick 2. Hopefully, to have a better story in that one.
So
A better villain. I would not have the spoiled brat kid in my villains list. He wouldn't make it to my villains list.
I want to point out for those who are watching us, we just lost subscribers since YT started talking about John Wick. I'm sorry on behalf, and to our unofficial sponsors, please do not cancel us either.
No, John Wick is a badass, but somebody that badass needs somebody to be like a credible threat. The kid's not a threat. Like, he just ran the entire. I get that everybody else ended up being a threat. There's different hitmen and all that kind of stuff, but I felt like the main person he's trying to get is this kid who is just running and hiding. It just, I don't know. It's just,
I want to point out that our uncle now is no longer gonna buy you your scarf for Christmas anymore.
you win some, you
So-
lose some.
I want to point that out. If anything, he's now gonna give you a Red Sox T-shirt.
I think
So,
you just
just
lost
give
an
you-
uncle by bringing up the Red Sox.
You win some, you lose some.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the next couple ones. I'm hoping there's a better like villain that he gets to fight. But that was my problem with this first one. It's just that like the bratty kid who I like associate him with Game of Thrones so heavy because that's all I've ever seen him in before. Then I was like, like this kid's just not really like, it's not doing it for me. But it's a really fun movie, really good, really well done, really badass. I like when they get to the hotel and the hotel is like all like an assassin hotel or whatever, and it's like,
Oh my God! Just
There's the
stop
code of-
talking.
okay,
Nani says his best. Does Dubby need help digging this hole he's on, or you think he's got it? No,
No, I've-
Nani.
I've got a
No,
huge
Nani.
shovel.
He actually
My shovel
he had-
is ginormous. I have the fucking excavator with I'm just in there just pulling levers and just digging in, moving the dirt, picking it up, putting the dirt over here, coming back over, digging the dirt again. I don't care.
All right. So, for those, once again, for those who don't know, I'm looking actually for a new co-host for Entertainment's on Tap. Please send in your resume. Honestly, we're looking for somebody ASAP. So please let me know. You're such a dick.
You can make it look like an accident. Ashley, whose side are you on? Damn.
Max, buddy. By all
Max,
means-
you're in.
Hold on. Is Max saying that he wants to jump on right now? Is that what he's saying?
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying the stream is kind of set up to only be a 2-person podcast right now. You saw how bad it was when we added Nani last week for 10 minutes.
Oh god, yeah, it was.
Auditions at my
Look.
that's so backwards. Auditions at my house. I'm one of the judges to replace myself.
So okay, back to Sonic because that's what we were talking about. Look, I'm obviously I am a Keanu Reeves fan. I love.
Can't hear you.
What part did you leave? Did you lose me on?
You said you're a big Keanu Reeves fan, and then you said because, and we heard nothing else after that.
No, that's all I said because.
Right. No, that makes sense. That checks out.
No, honestly, he's a great actor, human being. He's just a great person all around. But so there were besides Keanu Reeves, there were 2 people. Or there was another person that was that yes, because that was actually potentially attached to the role of Shadow, and that was what's his name? Christian Hayden. I believe that's his name.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, like, dude, like, let's
It's a
be
voice.
honest.
It's a voice.
Well, let's be honest. I truly feel like him coming back as Anakin in the Ahsoka series was great for his career. Like he did a great job.
Yep.
Honestly, everybody did a great job, but like it was awesome seeing him on the screen again. And initially, it was going to be Christian. No, excuse me. It was between Christian and Keanu Reeves, but let's be honest. Keanu Reeves is a bigger name than Christian Hayden, but I don't know. I feel like it would have been great to see Christian in that voice role. Like I don't know. I wish I could. Oh, Hayden Christensen. Oh, my bad. And then Nani. What's in the beer? Well, first off, it's called once more time for our unofficial sponsor, Bicho. It's a Casa Bruja brewing company, and it has sour ale with lime and cucumber flavor. So, my bad for messing up his name. Yes, Hayden Christensen. Thank you for correcting me. Whitey, shame on you for not correcting me.
At this moment, I feel like this is a good time to announce the idea for our next podcast.
Well, while you do that,
I'd like you to be here for this. Okay, thanks. So, in 2 weeks, we have the next podcast installation. That'd be episode 7. And I think that would be May 4th. May the Force be with you. So for that episode, we will be ranking Star Wars movies. You can go now. You can. I don't even know why I let you stay here.
Can I go for real?
Sure, if you don't have anything to say about that.
I do, but I'm really holding it in right now. So
Okay, I don't want you to pee your pants. Go ahead, take the beer with you.
I will. Thank you.
So my plan is, and he just found out right now, is to do personal rankings for the Star Wars movies. Since it is going to be the next episode will be May the 4th, so May the Force be with you. And I have already purchased some Mexican influence beer. And since Cinco de Mayo is the next day, I figured that'd be a good tie-in. We'll do some May the 4th, May the Force be with you, and some Mexican brewskis. He does look miserable every time he drinks. What is a Star Wars? Ashley, you have so much to learn. Nani, you have homework. You have 2 weeks to show her the way. There's so much to watch. But I think we should just stick with the movies, because then if you get into TV shows and all that, I plan on rewatching at least episodes 1 through 6. I don't know how deep he wants to get into it because he just found out about it, so he wasn't aware. Okay. Oh, you scared me. You scared me there. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to do the movies, unless he wants to do all the movies and the TV shows. The only thing I haven't watched are the cartoons. I haven't watched Bad Batch, or I watched a little bit of Clone Wars. But yeah, what do you
Wow,
think?
then you suck at life. Then you're not a real fan then. Um, hold on.
Do you want to do all the
Uh,
movies? Do you want to do all the content that they have?
I've seen all the content. I'm up to date with everything.
Okay.
So, I've seen episodes 1 through, was it
9.
through 3, 6, 9? I've seen episodes 1 through
3,
9
6,
already.
9. Damn girl, 5. Sorry.
Get low, get low. All right. Anyway, uh, damn.
Oh,
See,
the
you
windows are
threw that
behind
at
you, I
me.
guess. Till the sweat drop down these balls.
Oh, these bitches go. Oh, ski,
Oh,
ski,
ski
ski,
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 motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Oh, ski ski.
Anyway,
God damn.
yes. So, what is Star Wars? Yes, Ashley. Star Wars. They have some of the main characters in the Star Wars are going to be the Voltrons, the Vulcans as well. So the Vulcans and the Voltrons, they fight each other, along with Optimus Prime. Um, yeah, so it's a good movie. You should
Wild.
definitely watch it. Wild. Um, that sucks, bro. Have you not seen like the Clone Wars cartoon series? Is
I've
probably one of the best.
I watched some of it. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of Bad Batch, but that's really about it.
Well, actually, honestly, that's one thing that I do need to catch up on. They just released the last, if I'm not mistaken, the last season of the Bad Batch, so I gotta watch that. But the Bad Batch series is freaking great. Clone Wars is a million times better than that. Like, that's how people fell in love with Ahsoka. Like Ahsoka's character, like, yes, the Clone Wars talks about, the story of Anakin, you know, going in from, the Anakin that we knew, Clone Wars became Darth Vader, but really the one that really stole the show was Ahsoka. Ahsoka is probably one of the best characters they added into the Star Wars series. Obviously, that's why she got her own show, which honestly I think they did her justice. Um, Great freaking show. The other one, what's the other cartoon show? Um, Star Wars Rebels. Definitely another great show. I definitely recommend watching it. Now, what I've told people about the Rebel show is that I think it's like the first season is kind of slow. It kind of drags, but after the first season, bro, it picks up and it just freaking rocks and rolls. It's such a great freaking show. But no, you really need to watch the animated shows. It's, um, they even got the Star Wars Visions. Those are really good too. The Star Wars Visions has kind of like anime style cartoons. Um, it's like I said, I've seen them. I've seen all of them. It's okay. I don't hate it. It's not like on the top ones, but yeah, America.
So do we want to just stick to movies? Because I feel like that might be.
That's what you were waiting on this whole time to tell me. You could have cut me off a long time ago.
It's hard to cut you off in your ranting. Um, I feel like most folks have only watched the movies, like general population only watch the movies. So I feel like that might be more relatable than getting into
Okay, hold on,
shows
hold
people
on, hold
haven't
on. No,
watched.
that's. I feel like that's a lie because if you're a Star Wars fan, you would have watched the cartoons. And just to point out, Whitey wasn't even a Star Wars fan. It took, I think, his dad or his to make him a bootleg version of Star Wars, just for him to get entertained in Star Wars. Because I've tried to get him in Star Wars our whole childhood, and then out of nowhere, as a big boy, he was like, you know something? I like Star Wars. I'm gonna watch Star Wars, and I'm gonna enjoy. So you're fake, sir. Whenever you want to come back, I would really appreciate it. Are you peeing? I think he's peeing. But yeah, so who has anybody else seen any of the animated shows on of Star Wars? No? Anybody? Man, YT literally left me. He didn't even bother saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna." Man, this guy's fake. Hello, hello. Anyway, so yeah, I've been a big Star Wars kid. I think so. I remember as a kid, we bought the cassette trilogy of episodes. Well, at that time, it was just the New Hope. Um, well, man, I forgot the names. It was Star Wars New Hope. Revenge. Was it was it Revenge of the Sith? I think that's what it was. I don't remember. And then obviously, um, was it Return of the Jedi? Um, with Luke Skywalker on it, they were all great. I love the original movie. If you want to get started on ranking, I could tell you some of my favorites and some of
Leave it
favorite
for the
movies.
next episode. I feel like you don't listen.
You could have, you could have told me you were gonna go. You were gonna. I would have appreciated knowing that before.
Nah, you
left.
were talking. You had it.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were there. Like I didn't know. You're already pissing me off. So, um, what was I talking? Oh, all right. So as it's funny. I was kind of looking. I was looking through our list of villains and heroes, which I want to point out that my heroes definitely 100% would kick YT's villains. Because I want to point out his villains were weak as fuck. He's old. He's about man. He's got arthritis. His ass is not gonna survive. Then you have Thanos, bro. You're purple, okay? You're purple. You can't do anything if you're purple. You snap your finger. What else do you have after you snap your finger? You don't got anything. That's it. You're done. Dark Phoenix, bro. Don't get me started. Dark Phoenix is basically the superhero version of bipolar disorder. All you got to do is give her some medication. Solved. Voldemort, bro, he's got mommy and daddy issues. You don't like where you were raised. You don't like who you're a loser. And the Joker's probably the only badass on this list, to be honest. Fuck with it. I would have fucked. Be scary. But other than that, your ass would have got handled. But back to my list, my heroes would have won. But the one hero that I did want to talk about, for those who don't know, so I watch a lot of animated shows, whether it's new or old. I love the Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love the original cartoon. I hated the M Night Shyamalan, and I think we mentioned our last podcast how much I really hate the M Night Shyamalan version of Avatar.
So bad.
And then to be honest, hold on. I got. Have either of you watched Iron Claw? No, Nani, I've not watched Iron Claw. I really want to watch. It's on my to-do. There's like so many freaking movies out right now. I just haven't had the time to actually watch it. But Iron Claw, I've been dying to watch that movie. And W sitting there with the caca face. What else is new? That's all it's just it's all caca for him. But so for those who don't know, they're actually working on an Aang movie. It's not gonna be a series. From what I've read, it's actually a movie that's gonna go into theaters. It's not gonna be a show. It's gonna be the story of Aang, the last Airbender, but now as an adult. We got a little glimpse of him for it with the Legend of Korra, but we're actually going to get an actual movie of Aang and his crew as adults. Yeah, yeah. What can you pull up the information on the movie for?
What information?
Well, Ashley was like, "No way, really? Like, can you pull up the information for the new Airbender movie?" If I'm not mistaken, I believe they're working.
I didn't hear what you just said.
Aang, The Last Airbender, the movie.
Why did you just hit yourself with your mic?
I didn't hit myself. Okay, that was that was CGI. That was the visual effects. It's the illusion. How about you worry about you and I worry about
You
me?
need to grease your mic stand because it just. Sorry. I saw you move it and then it got stuck and it just smacked you in the mouth. That's terrible.
It's not- it's-
So what am I looking up again?
the information for the new Airbender movie.
There's not much. There's not a release date for it yet.
Can you check it? Because I think I saw that it was that they already have a release date for.
I saw 2025 and then I saw something else that said 2026. So there's like a lot of difference of opinion on it. I did see they do have some folks cast it for it.
Yeah, so I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I'm excited. Go ahead.
The one thing that's really cool is Dave Batista is attached to it. So you know
Yes,
me, the wrestling
exactly.
fan.
I mean, you're not even a real wrestling fan. but go
Not
ahead.
even a real wrestling fan. The other cool thing is the original voice of Zuko, Dante Basco, is gonna keep the role there. It is an animated movie, in case we didn't mention that already. I don't know if we did. So it's not gonna be some CGI craziness, not like the show. They're gonna keep it animated, but it is a movie, and they're supposed to be in their late 20s, early 30s for the movie. There's a couple other people that were casted, but they're not like really, at least to me, not popular names. I mean, they might have been in some good roles, but not anything that I think is like really popular. But there is somebody. Her name is Dion Kwan. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, and she's gonna be the voice for Toph. And if you're familiar with Avatar, Toph is the Earthbender that is blind. And I think it's just kind of neat that the voice actress that's going to play Toph in the movie is also going to be blind. Like, she's a blind lady who's going to voice act a blind character.
How's she gonna read the script?
No idea. I guess she's going to have to figure it out.
She's gonna read it. She's gonna be. I'm sorry. It's a joke.
As if there's not freaking technology to where she can just hear the script.
Oh, I know what I gotta say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, it's a horrible joke. but yeah.
And we're
Batista
canceled.
Batista is gonna be obviously like explained earlier. Batista is attached to the project. He's actually attached to play the main villain of the cartoon show. So that's exciting to see him or to hear him as the main. Yeah, I believe some of the original cast attached to the movie was the guy that plays Suko. I love him. I think I love him as an actor. But he's so underrated. I think he's so fun to watch when I see these. Yeah, no, it's gonna be exciting now. I love the whole Airbender series. Even the Legend of Korra for those who haven't seen it. And
Really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
definitely watch. Huh?
It's really good, and it's actually weird. I was watching a buddy of mine stream earlier, and they were talking about Avatar is really big now because it's actually just got added to Fortnite, and they've got a whole bunch of characters and all that in there, and different like you can like airbend and all that in the game now. And so they were talking about Avatar, and I'm like, oh, anybody watch Korra? And they're like, oh, we don't talk about Korra. And I'm like, how do you not talk about Korra? That's an awesome show.
Korra is a great show.
I think there's people, you know how it is with anything. People like are loyalists to the original because they don't want anything to be after it. But for me, like it's not. I don't think it hits the same as the original Avatar, but it's still good in its own right.
No, of course, and I agree with you on that one because like it's just it's different.
He agreed with me, guys.
Whatever. No, I agree with you because Korra it's like every Avatar that comes before before the other one. You know, they're all different in their own. Aang is a lot different from the Firebender. I forgot his name, but you know he's completely different from there. You know, Aang more of the one like he didn't want to kill anybody. To you know, he wanted to find alternatives besides taking. Korra was just a badass and all on her own. You know, she was very quick to learn the the elements besides air, which air was what she struggled the most. But she was just a badass avatar, you know. And I feel like she had probably one of the toughest. She had one of the toughest positions in her life. I don't quite remember. It's been a while since something occurred, and she actually lost all the connection that she lost all the connection from her past avatar lives. So she was basically on her own for her whole for from the time that she lost the connection until whenever she died, which story. But you know she's a badass on her own. I know they're also working uh where they're not gonna focus on the new avatar, which is gonna be a earthbend. So it'll be very cool to see how they continue with the story. And I'm glad they're finally pushing forward, because I think the last Ember that was such a great show that it needed more material for the show. I, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I just felt like it needed.
It felt kind of unfinished. Like it felt like they could have gotten so much more out of the original Avatar Aang series. I get why they ended it where they did, because you run into the risk of going too long with a show and then it becomes bad, kind of like The Walking Dead has become, kind of how Game of Thrones was at the end of it. Like you don't want to get it to the point where you're just making it to make it. But that's why I think Korra is nice, because it there's some points where they mention Aang and then they kind of revisit it, and then obviously his family is part of it too. So they kind of continue his story a little bit in a different kind of unique way, which was cool. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to see a little bit more from Aang, because he's just a really cool character to watch.
He really is. And
And
the
everybody
the
else.
the one the thing that honestly that made me sad, I guess that's a nice way to say it, about the Legend of Korra. If hopefully, White Team, maybe you can help me out. Make sure that I remember exactly. They really described Soka is the brother, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They basically described Soka had a very
Sokka.
depressing
Sokka.
life. Sokka had a very depressing life. You know, the love and the relationship that was kind of kindling with
The
I forgot her
princess.
name, but the princess. No, no, she was a princess. She was a warrior from Kyoshi Island.
Uh-huh.
The one,
No, I know who you're talking about.
because that yeah, because they had a very strong connection. But in the chorus show, it's so that he ended up not working out, and he was basically single or alone for practically his whole life.
I missed that part in that show. I'm going to go back in that.
Yeah, like honestly, like I really want to look back into it, because from saw in the Ember, they showed up in the chorus series, and then she had a lot of flashbacks of what was happening in the world, like where they had, I believe, their own, like, judicial or court system, and Aang was basically the prosecutor. Somebody was deemed too dangerous with their bending, Aang would punish them by taking away their power. But yeah, no, honestly, like the core story, like in the beginning, it's the typical cartoon show that you would expect, but it gets pretty dark. Same thing with the Aang series. It pretty, got pretty dark. But 100% for anyone who hasn't seen the core, definitely either watch or see. I feel some of back on track. By the way, I'm on my second to last beer. So where you at, babe?
I think I got one more left.
And where you are right now, the second to last one.
Completely full, but I just finished pouring it. I'm not seeing anything on the Googles that shows that he was.
I remember I don't remember the actual episode name. I remember the episode where it showed how I think it was probably one towards the last one, where they talked how Aang took the power away from the guy, Um, he was actually and they actually found him as a airbender. He was able. He eventually learned how to fly by basically taking away. He had to eliminate any type of that he had towards other people. He basically had to become numb to the whole world for him to actually it's a crazy storyline. Man, I gotta I really have to re the the series. It was really.
I feel like you're maybe mixing it up because Google's not showing him ever becoming an airbender or anything like that.
No, there was an airbender. No, I remember. I clearly remember. There ended up being another, but he was more. He was basically evil, and he was sent to prison. He was in prison for years, and
You mean the
eventually
villain from Korra, the guy that
he was able to fly.
right. What about him? That's not
I
Sokka.
think they were. No, it's not Sokka. Obviously, it's not Sokka.
Where are you
No,
going
I
with
was just
this?
saying they were kind of giving a flashback to him, and then
Hmm.
that's what they were kind of giving the Sokka. Like I said, man, I gotta rewatch it. I know if I recall, all that is somehow, regardless, is definitely a good watch. Like I said, maybe I might be mixing up some type of the storyline, but I do remember that Sokka ended up basically not working out the with the with one of the warriors from the Kyoshi Island, and it was somehow intertwined storyline with the other Airbender who was evil, and he
Gotcha.
was just a murderous prick.
I'm gonna have to look into that because I have watched Korra a bunch, but I missed that part. Um, but yeah, overall I'm excited. I still have not watched the Netflix show, but I need to get on that. Um, it's just so much Avatar everywhere now. They're
But
really pushing the
really,
Avatar agenda, which I enjoy. I'm not against it.
I really did like the Avatar show on Netflix. I know. On our last podcast when we were discussing it, I forgot who it was that wasn't a big. I thought it was a great. Maybe great is too much. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed everything about it. I love completely similar and different from the show. There was a lot of things that I didn't like about and if you guys want to know, if you guys, obviously, watch a little bit of our show, but some of the things that I know I didn't like, and he didn't look like the lovable king that you saw in the Avatar show. I didn't like how there was a lot of important factors that that actually in the cartoon show it built on love for Kitana, and then I really
Qatar.
didn't like that. Sorry, my bad. I didn't like the fact that Aang didn't even learn water bending in the show. It's the Book of Water, and he doesn't. It was so upsetting. Like you're supposed to know it. You're supposed to learn it, and he never did. So
Well, we'll
but
get to see it now in this next movie. Another
we'll
cool
see.
movie that you kind of put me onto, I didn't even realize it was going to be a thing. Um, is a Minecraft movie. I didn't know that was happening at all, but it's coming out April of next year. It's got Jack Black leading it, Jason Momoa,
Yeah,
Danielle Brooks, who you might know from Orange Is the New Black, Kate McKinnon, Jennifer Coolidge, and Emma Myers.
it's got a big cast.
Yeah, Emma Myers is the blonde best friend from the Wednesday show, the Addams Family
Hmm.
Wednesday show. So it's got a really good cast. I couldn't find any trailers out there,
No, not yet. They
but
just finished post production, if I'm not mistaken.
right. So I mean, there's not much else to go off of that, but I just thought it'd be fun to mention because it's a Minecraft movie. Jack Black is awesome. Obviously, the rest of the cast is all awesome too. So it's gonna be a very funny movie.
It's just
Peaches,
Well,
peaches, 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 peaches.
exactly. It's Jack Black. Jack Black, honestly, has been like he's always been a. I don't think anybody would ever dis. It's just good that people are actually seeing him for the time that he has, and not just some goofy guy.
I'm wondering if it's not Discord that's making you cut out like that, because you've had your mic every single which way you could.
So what part? What part did I?
You were praising Jack Black, and we kind of heard some of it and not some of it.
Well, basically to shut it up, I'm just happy. He's finally getting the love and not just being that goofy guy. He is so freaking good. Just really. You know what I did learn also today, and I didn't know this. Who's I know you know, but I'm just gonna ask. You know who's Zach?
Did you say Zach Galifianakis?
Yes.
Okay, I heard Zach, and that was all. So I'm just making sure. What's up? What about Zach?
So did you know that he had he was about to get like this multi-million deal with Nike?
Multi-million-dollar deal for what?
With Nike.
With Nike?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so random.
Now, once again, I want to make I'm gonna double check to make sure. Like I said, I just saw before we started the podcast. I was kind of reading about it quick, but I didn't know if it was one of those things or if it was real. But if it is real, bro, that shit is hilarious. So, from what I've read, was that Zach Galifianakis had this. He was supposed to have his multi-million, and and then he to kind of close the deal, to kind of go term stuff. There's the Zoom meeting with the people from Nike and Zach, and of course whoever represents Zach. And to start off the meeting, Zach was like, "Hey, thank you. So, do you still have 6-year-old kids making your shoes?" Just to point out, he did not get that
They were like, yeah, we're not going to have you anywhere near a microphone advertising our product at all, ever.
Like I said, I read that. Like, again, don't hold me to it. It was very quick. Like I literally just saw it quickly when maybe a few minutes before we started the podcast. I didn't really get to read. I just quick, and I thought it was the most funniest thing in the world, because honestly, it does sound like something that he would say.
Oh, for sure. That definitely sounds something he said.
I could see him losing out on a multi-million-dollar deals.
I feel like if the story you read is true, I think it's true that he said that about having that meeting. I don't know if Nike actually reached out to him. I don't see why they would have him as a face for their company. But I could see him saying that joke as like a joke to say in an interview, like just to be silly.
All I can say is
either way,
you never know. You never know. He, when the Hangover movies came out,
true, he was pretty big around then.
He was the biggest. He had, besides the 1, 2, and 3, Due Date. Even though this other movie sucked, he was running. I think he was running for presidency against Will Ferrell.
Yeah, it was bad. I tried watching that, and I love both of them, and it was none.
He had a strong movie, but like I said,
who's Under Armour gonna hire Chevy Chase? Digging deep.
But nobody's gonna have Chevy. They're gonna hire. Who they gonna hire?
Speaking of Zach Galifianakis, is a great way to segue into our next topic, which is the Chris Farley biopic. That's
oh my god, yes.
It's gonna be starring Paul Walter Hauser, and it's gonna be directed by Josh Gad. If you don't know who Josh Gad is, he is the voice of
the snowman.
It's coming to me from Frozen.
God, the snowman from freaking Frozen. Where's my little girl? Is she still? What time is it?
I can't remember this freaking snowman's name. Olaf. Olaf the
Olaf.
snowman.
Yes. Freaking Olaf. Gastov's freaking side boo thing. Yes. He is directing. It's already official. Look it up. Freaking Olaf is directing the first ever biopic of Chris Farley, starring Paul Walter Hauser. So
Let me ask you this: have you watched anything of Paul Walter Hauser? Because I know who he is. He's a very big wrestling fan, and so I know him just from being a wrestling fan.
No, that
but
I didn't know that from him. I seen him in obviously Cobra Kai. You know, he's Stingray. And then I seen him, which Cobra Kai, I saw him and like he's pretty goofy, so I couldn't really take him serious. But what I did see him in, which honestly I didn't. For those who don't know, he is extremely talented, and I didn't really realize how talented he was until I saw him in I think it's called Blackbird. It's a series on Apple TV with what's this cat's name? The guy from the Golden Circle. What's his name? He's like the main actor.
Taron Egerton.
I can't.
He played he did the biopic for
Yes.
What's his name?
For Elton John.
Yes.
Oh, yes, that guy. Yes, he did. So yeah, if you want to see how good Paul Walter Hauser is as an actor, if you want to see him in like a more comedic role, see him obviously with Cobra Kai. I think they stopped. They already finished filming. But you see him in Cobra Kai or see him in Blackbird. I don't know what I've seen. I know him for those two. Blackbird, he did a really great job. Like at first, it was weird seeing him because I was used to seeing him in but seeing him in the role in Blackbird was like, wow, bro, like you could really be a fucked up person. It was freaking crazy. But yes, he's playing Chris Farley, and I could see him. Oscar's cutting up, but it's so random.
I just sent you in Discord DM how to change settings for something. It's like a tool within Discord that does noise suppression. See if you can turn that off to see if that helps it. I'm wondering if it's Chris, Nani, because it just randomly happens. I thought it was the mic placement, but it doesn't matter where he has the mic. He'll be right in front of it and it'll just cut out. I like how Google has Paul Walter Hauser listed as an American actor and professional wrestler because he has done some wrestling.
Really?
Yeah, in the last year or so, he's been doing some stuff, and it's fun. Did you mean Blackbird?
That's what I said.
What you said? What did I look up? Oh, I did look that up. He's not listed in Wikipedia for Blackbird, which is weird.
He's like the main actor in Blackbird.
There's two different Blackbirds is what it is. My bad.
You are bad. Hey, am I still on? I can't tell because I'm on a different thing.
Discord. I can see you. I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking it's Chris Nani, so I just sent him how to turn that off or turn it down. But he was in I Tanya. He was in Black Klansman, which I saw that. I didn't recognize him in that.
I haven't seen the show. Oh no, that's a movie, right?
Yeah, I think that's a Netflix movie. That's at least where I watched it.
You're a Netflix movie.
But I also didn't realize that watching Black Klansman, and we were talking about Denzel Washington, this is his son. I didn't realize that.
Okay, well, I just turned off Crisp. So
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
All right.
Yeah, how have you not seen Black Klansman? That's racist, bro.
Why did somebody say that was racist? Because I'll fuck them.
Mr. Nani did.
No, not he's too much of a man for me. I can't take
But yeah,
that.
Paul Walter Hauser's been in couple things, Cobra Kai, Blackbird. Oh, he was in I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. Oh, that was one episode. He was in Cruella at the movie with what's her name? Emma Stone. Okay.
Emma Stone. That's your boo thing, buddy.
Eh,
You love Emma Stone. Really? So you don't? So you're saying you don't like her because the only reason why Easy A was because of Emma Stone.
right. I mean, I do like her, but I mean, ScarJo's Bay right now.
Oh,
I
really?
feel like she's gonna be hard to beat.
It's kind of messed up.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
But regardless, as far as the Chris Farley, they basically gave the blessing for Josh Gad and Paul Walter Hauser.
The
for
family
this
did.
movie. Yeah, the family of Chris Farley gave the blessing. They accepted it. I love Chris Farley, man. You know, he's one of those people that I'm like, man, it's just like fuck, why did you have to go so soon, man? It's like if we lost him and Will Ferrell around the same time, bro, I'd be devastated, bro. Like damn.
Imagine losing Adam Sandler. Like,
bro, don't even get me started.
Like losing Adam Sandler at that time, all the stuff that he's put out. It sucks when you lose somebody who's talented like that, but
dude, like Chris Farley had so from the time that Chris Farley started making every movie he was either starred in or he was in, they were bangers. You had, let me see, he was in Airheads, banger movie. He was in Wayne's World. I know he was in Wayne World 2. I don't know if he was in Wayne World. For sure, he was in Wayne World 2. Banger. Then you have movies that he started. Black Sheep, banger. Tommy Boy, banger. One of my all-time favorite movies, Beverly Hills Ninja, banger. Like, then you had him in a small role in the movie Dirty Works, whereas what was it? He had a hilarious role. It was I can't remember, but it was basically some Asian chick that bit off his nose. That was his role. He was the guy. Billy Madison, exactly. There you go. The bus driver and Billy Madison. Like, bro, like anything that he was in, gold. Bro, he was literally one of those actors. He would have been in the Grown Ups movie for sure.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, like no offense to Kevin James. Kevin James, you wouldn't have been in that. Chris Farley would have taken your spot.
He was gonna be Shrek.
No way. Don't fuck with me.
He was gonna be Shrek.
Pull it up. Let me see. I want to see. Now that is something I really pull it up. Let me see that shit. Chris Farley was not going to be Shrek. Take your time. Take your time.
Chris Farley died before the production was completed. Mike Myers didn't want to do someone else's version, so he asked for the script to be rewritten, and that's where the final version of Shrek was formed.
Whoa. Lottie freaking do. Wow, I did not know that. Bro, look at you. You're stepping your game up. You're throwing shit that I didn't know. And I'm pretty good at finding shit out.
I thought you knew that. I was just bringing it up as a topic,
No.
not to like stump you.
No, you stumped me. That was really good. That was really good shit. Good stuff.
And I mean, we got Mike Myers, who's awesome in his own right, and Shrek.
Like, look, let's be honest. Like, can you picture anybody else being Shrek besides Mike Myers?
I can't, except when you say it could have been Chris Farley, and then you're like, I kind of want to see what that movie would have sounded like. But like Mike Myers said there, like he had them rewrite the movie to be more like in his tone. It would have been a completely different movie, but it would have been like you said, it would have been a banger because that's all he really did was just he had amazing comedic timing and delivery.
No, he was. Oh well, he
He
was. He
he
was
was
perfect. Like it
so
was just. I don't know. Like honestly, rest in peace to Chris Farley. He's by far one of my favorite characters in all of his movies and SNL, bro. Mike Foley, the motivational speaker who lived in a van down by the river, bro. You can't beat that. You
this might
can't
be
beat
one
that.
movie that I actually go out of my way to watch in theaters just because of how big
He was
I
so influential.
believe it's gonna be.
He's that fat guy in the little coat. Damn it, Nani. Right on it. Another classic John Candy. John Candy, yeah, bro. John Candy died way before his time, bro. He was Marv. All right. He was half man and half dog and freaking Spaceballs. No, but like honestly, both characters they were great. You know, once again, Chris Farley had Mike Foley. He had who else did he? Oh, he was part of the. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was part of the skit, the one with the Bears, like the fan base of the Chicago Bears, and on SNL. You know, oh, you know the Bears. No,
The
yeah,
Bears. I know what that saying's from, but I'm not good on my like late '80s, early '90s SNL.
yeah. No. That's definitely that's definitely 90. But that was Chris Farley part of the group, part of that skit. No, the Bears. Nah,
Yeah,
rest in peace, Chris
I'm
Farley, bro.
for sure.
One of the greats. Definitely
And
one
the
of the
good thing
greats.
is that they've got, I mean, somebody who's well respected. I think Paul Walter Hauser just won an Oscar or an Emmy. He won something like a really prestigious award lately because he was again wrestling fan. He was bringing that award to wrestling shows and like beating up wrestlers with it. He's been involved in wrestling. He's wrestled a couple times. Um, so I need to check out. I'll definitely check out Blackbird at some point and see what that's about. And again,
Blackbird is really
I haven't seen anything with Paul Walter Hauser in it. I mean, I have. I just don't remember him. Like he has nothing impressions. And that's not his fault. I think the stuff that I've just seen, like Cruella, I watched that with the girls, but probably was like on my phone. Um,
look.
he was in
What I
Reno
can tell you about
911.
Blackbird, um, they according to Apple TV, that's based on a true story. It it's what's the main character's name again? The actor.
Tegan Ergerton. I can't say his name.
Honestly, what
Paul
he said.
Walter Hauser. Paul Walter
No,
Hauser.
not him.
He's asking me who we're
But
talking about, though.
well, Nani, I'm talking the guy that played freak that character. He basically is sent to jail, and he needs they need the I think it's like FBI or somebody needs help figuring out, you know, basically where are the bodies that this serial killer hid. The serial killer being Paul Walter Hauser character, and he is just creepy. Like he's just like it was just so like his character was so dark. And, like it caught me completely off guard. Like when I first saw him in the first episode, I was like, bro, I'm not feeling it. Like it's just like it doesn't feel like what I've seen him in. But by episode two, I'm like I'm invested. Like this guy, like he is that good. He convinced me that he was who he was playing. He was like once again very talented. I can't wait to see him play Chris Farley.
So I'm just going through pictures trying to like see different stuff. Like he's one of the bad guys in Cruella. One of the two bad guys. Didn't recognize him from that. Um, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which I would love that show. If you haven't watched that, I would check that out.
That was really good. Did you watch the other one he did? Like it was like a continuation of that show.
I didn't realize there was a continuation of that show.
It happened during COVID.
Mm.
Um, oh, that's kind of it. It happened. It happened. Well, a few things else that I wanted to mention. Um, so for those, I don't know if anybody here was of the movie of 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks Later. Nani, since you're the one that's been talking to us the most recently, have you seen that movie? And I guess we'll wait for him to respond. But regardless, I guess I'll just start off saying I'm a big fan. So for those who don't know what 28 days or 28 weeks later are, it's basically a zombie movie. 28 days or 28 weeks later, either or, is part one or part two. Um, 28 days later is part one. 28 weeks later is part two. So I don't know about you. I'm a big fan of the movie. It's really a low budget zombie movie, kind of how you see a lot of these zombie movies. Um, some type of virus gets out, infects the people, and it turns people into zombies. But the difference is with these people, the difference is that after a certain amount of time, these zombies actually die out because they need to feed to survive, and if they don't feed, they end up dying out. That being said, let me see. Hold on, Nani. 28 days later was Hadash, the dude. Yeah, Cillian was it Cillian Murphy?
I think it's Killian.
Killian Murphy. Yeah, he was the main actor in uh
Badass.
in 28 days later. So that being said, they're actually bringing a part 3 to the movie, and it's 28 years later. So I'm super excited for it because they're bringing back Killian Murphy. So hold on, I have it here. So the cast so far for the movie is going to be Killian Murphy. He's gonna be reprising his role from his original 28 days later. They got Charlie Hunnam. So for those who don't know who Charlie is, which I'm glad they're bringing him in movies. I think he's such a great freaking actor, and I want to see him in more movies. But Charlie Hunnam, he's Jax from Sons of Anarchy. They're bringing in Jodie Comer and Danny Boyle. I don't know who any of these two are. I feel like I know who Danny Boyle is. I just can't think of.
Jodie
But they
Comer was in she was in something recently that you would know her from. Sorry, go ahead.
no. Tell me. I would like to know who where I've seen Jodie Comer from.
She was. Have you watched Free Guy with
With Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's the girl in the movie.
Okay. And what about Danny Boyle? I know I've seen this guy. I just can't.
What is it, Danny? What?
Danny Boyle, Boyle.
List him as director and film producer.
And by the way, Killian Murphy, as you can see there, that's young him. This
Oh, this is what 20 years ago.
Damn, 22 years ago. Look at that. That's crazy. So young Killian Murphy. But yeah, movie honestly, great movie. For those who have a chance to watch this, I would highly recommend it. But it's cool. They're bringing in the third movie, which I feel like this will probably be the last movie in the franchise. But definitely excited to watch
You don't
it.
want to see 28 decades later?
I don't think we'll be alive to watch. I'm just saying,
Fair
asking
enough.
for a friend. Um, and lastly, the last thing that I'm pretty excited about. So you have your number one, all-time favorite actor. I have mine. My number one all-time favorite actor is my homie Leo DiCaprio. We go way back. I think I mentioned this, and at least once every podcast. Great actor all around. I think he's literally. I could honestly, without a doubt, say he is my best in any movie that he has been. I can't think of one movie that I've seen him in that I could honestly say, bro, you fucking suck. So Leo, Leo and Scorsese are back together again for like the fourth or fifth time. Um, that's that Jody girl. So Leo and Scorsese are back, and this time they're doing the story of Frank Sinatra. And guess who Leo is playing? Take
Who's
a wild
that?
guess there, big guy.
Uh, Frank Sinatra's driver.
Boom. Boom. Yes. Leo will be playing Frank Sinatra in Martin Scorsese's new biopic movie that he's making, which is cool. Once again, I love Scorsese movies. I love Leo movies. Frank Sinatra, the Rat Pack, they're definitely going to bring back, the whole crew for this movie. So it's going to be great to see Leo back on the screen. Hey, by the way, how you doing on your second to last beer?
40%. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at his discography. Like after you get past Titanic, like once you get, I mean, he had good movies before that, but
Cool.
Leo.
Leo was an animal, bro. He was great.
Trying to see if
Well,
there's
look, hey,
anything like that came out lately.
I gotta go check something out quick. So please talk to us about our sponsors.
Our sponsors today are the Veterans United Craft Brewery that have given us this delicious Wacky Badger Hazy, not so hazy IPA, but the cool can of Badger in a straitjacket, smoking a pipe. Pretty cool. It tastes not so great. Probably my least favorite beer of all the podcasts, which is, I think we just got kind of screwed between the rest of us. Dope logo. Taste, not so great. But while he's walking away and handling business, I want to talk about WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40 was 2 weekends ago. Was it last week? It feels like forever ago. But it was... WrestleMania now, if you didn't know, is 2-night event. It is a Saturday and Sunday. A good 5 hour each. So 10 hours of wrestling between the 2 nights. And the big thing was that The Rock is back. Or was back. He's back to shooting some movies, I think, now. But he had been back for the last couple of weeks leading up to WrestleMania. And he was a big part of... Oop, that's the wrong clip. Did I do a copy and paste the wrong way? I did. Let's see if I can Google it real quick. But in the main event of WrestleMania, The Rock gets involved. Fuck up The Rock real quick and then dip out.
Just to show off. Did he come on a bike or anything?
No, he just did the whole building goes black. He pops in, building goes black again. He dips out. It was cool. I mean, as far as wrestling goes, probably
Is
a really
Kurt
fun.
Angle coming back?
No, he recently had surgery. His back and neck is all fucked up. He's trying to make it back for one last match, but I don't think he will be able to. Why did The Rock get back into wrestling? Well, The Rock got back into wrestling because now he is on the board for the company.
Part owner. Yeah, he's part owner. So of course he has to be up. He has to show face.
The other thing is that his cousin is like one of the big wrestlers right now, and so there was a storyline of him kind of like him being still the best wrestler of the family or not, or this and that. So there's a lot of different caveats to it, but it was a lot of fun. Something you probably didn't know was that Lil Wayne was at WrestleMania and did like a good 30 seconds of a milli for a wrestler to come out to.
I thought everybody knew that.
Well, now, just in case you didn't know, now you do know for sure.
I knew that for sure. Do you want to
So
let everybody know, wrestler came out?
the wrestler is Jay Uso, another cousin of The Rock. It's a lot of cousins. It's a lot of family members from that family in wrestling right now, and they even got more after WrestleMania. So it's that family's taking over WWE. Just so you know. Yeah, that's my wrestling highlight for the week.
I thought you really had more to tell.
I was hoping to find more clips, but I did not do my homework properly to get more clips because the end of that main event was pretty badass. It was a lot of like John Cena pops up.
I saw that.
It's one of those things where you're like, unfortunately, you have to watch all of it to get like all the wrestling to get it. WrestleMania, if you didn't know, is like the Super Bowl. It's the ending of wrestling or WWE's season, so to say. So they wrap up everything.
I thought there's WrestleMania like every couple of months.
No, it's just once a year.
Really? I didn't know that.
So that's their big show to end, like the big stories. That's where they end at. And so it was, the main event was a lot of like Rock's cousin has been champion for like 900 something days, and the other guy, underdog, his dad was a wrestler before, never won the championship, all of this kind of story. But every time he tried to win, the Rock and his family would get in the way. And so the Undertaker came out, John Cena came out, like he finally had people come have his back to help him beat the Rock's family. So it was a really cool event.
So did he win or no?
He did win. It's Cody Rhodes. He was in WWE. His dad was in WWE for a long time. You know Goldust?
I know Goldberg.
No, different Gold. Sorry. But it's a pretty popular family in wrestling as well.
Wait, hold on. But Goldberg is another wrestler.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a cool event. Wrestling is really hot right now. If you didn't really know that, it's like WWE has been selling out all their events, whether it's their live shows, like their touring shows, whether it's like Raw or SmackDown pay-per-views. No matter where they go, they're selling out. Merch is crazy. Their ratings are crazy. So it's like a renaissance for wrestling.
So when are we gonna go watch wrestling?
They announced, not WWE, but the other company that I really enjoy more, because it's more about like actual wrestling and not like story driven. They're coming to Orlando in December, so I'm hoping to go to that pay-per-view.
So what's stopping us from going?
They haven't put the tickets on sale yet.
So what's stopping us from going?
Also, it's not December 28th yet, so it's mostly a time issue.
If you say so.
Anything else that you want to cover that I didn't cover yet? Did I miss anything?
Honestly, I saw some of the clips of thing with The Rock and John Cena. To be honest, is like I said, I've always been like, well, since I stopped watching wrestling as a kid, I've always been in and out of of wrestling. Honestly, I know more about it when negative things come out, because that's it is what it is. That's hot news when someone is under fire. Obviously the Rock being a partner is it's the main reason why we're seeing him a lot now on wrestle.
I think that's another thing too, is that Nani says he better keep acting. I think that with the backlash that The Rock got from Black Adam and everything that came out from that movie, I think it was a good idea for him to go back to WWE and kind of like
recapture that fan base again.
Recapture the fan base, kind of reignite what he did during this run. For the longest time, The Rock has been, the fan favorite. Everybody loves him. He came back. The people's champ. He came back. He was being an asshole. He was fucking shit up. He was doing whatever the fuck he wanted. He was cursing, which is not something that they really show on WWE for the last couple of years. He changed that shit immediately. Like, he doesn't give a fuck anymore. So it was really cool to see him have like this new spice of like he wasn't being the super happy go lucky guy like John Cena is. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be gritty and be an asshole and be a dick and I don't give a shit. Fuck your life, bing bong. And I think that's gonna help kind of reset his image. Um, as far as like acting goes, he showed that he can be more of that asshole. Which most of his roles, he's the hero, or he's the guy saving the day. Now he can kind of play the opposite, where he's like, I'm the asshole. I can fuck shit up. He kind of plays that a little bit in Final or in Fast and Furious here and there a little bit, but hopefully this is a good like career renaissance for him, where he can kind of get some different roles
Freak the
and
shit
not
up.
just be the guy who's
You know what we need? Like, we need a movie die.
need what?
A movie where The Rock dies.
Oh, for sure, I would love that.
You know, like
Well, he
I'm
dies in the other
tired of
guys.
but that's not a Rock movie.
No, no.
I really need I really need to see a movie where The Rock dies. Like, whether you're the hero, the villain, I don't give a fuck, but you need to die. Like, people need to know that, hey, this whole persona that you're invincible needs to go the fuck away. Like, you need to fucking die. Like, and I'm talking about like,
Like Iron Man die, like he's dead. Like he's he's
no,
not
no,
coming
no,
back.
no, 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 no. I don't need a heroic death. I don't need that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like he needs to like be dead and die. Like that's it.
Like,
Like he's done. Like he needs to die
you
like maybe halfway through the movie and not come back into the movie at all.
have you ever seen the Departed?
The Departed, is that a Ben Affleck movie?
No,
I
it
don't
has a
I don't
strong
think I
cast.
have.
It has Jack Nicholson. It has um, Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon,
Leo?
Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't think of who else. I could tell you.
It's
Oh,
ringing a
Marky,
bell.
Marky and the Funky Bunch. That had him. Yeah, I promise you, The Departed has one of the best endings in. I don't want to say of all time, but it just has one of the best endings I've seen in a movie. Like, it's such a great fucking. Can you put the ending to this damn movie, and so we can watch it?
No, because I want to watch the movie completely without spoiling it.
Well, I'm gonna spoil it right now. I'm sorry, it's gonna happen. Like,
If you
for
spoil this movie for me right now, I'm gonna never do this podcast with you again.
but like God, it's so hard. Like, I need The Rock. Fine, I need The Rock to be in an ending like this in a movie, and him be not one of the heroes of this movie. I think that's the Nani.
Kind of like Shutter Island, maybe. Where like
No. This is nowhere near Shutter Island. I'm talking about like I don't know how to explain it. Nani, help me out here. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. I just need The Rock to have an ending in one of his movies like this, and him not be the hero.
he doesn't win. Like he needs to lose.
Yes.
That was a good thing about like WrestleMania, is that he was calling himself the final boss. That was his new nickname. He wasn't the People's Champion anymore. He was the final boss. And so for him to think that he was gonna control the outcome of WrestleMania and help his cousin win and not have it happen, it was refreshing to be like, okay, look, The Rock and his family didn't win. He needs that to happen in the movie for him to be like real, because everything else has been fucking. What's
Fake.
San
Fake.
Andreas, Rampage, all those movies. He's always like Hobbs and Shaw. Like he's always fucking winning. Like lose a fuck. Like in wrestling, you can't win every match. It looks like shit if you win every match. You have to lose every now and then.
Honestly, Nani said it right there the best. The ending to the Departed was extremely unexpected, 100% necessary, Yeah, like you really have like the movie in general is okay. Like it's if I'm not mistaken, it's probably one of the last few movies that Jack Nicholson did before he retired because he got to that point where he said it himself where he can't he has issues where he can't remember his lines anymore. But
Gotcha.
it's one of his last movies that he's done. But bro, he phenomenal acting in that movie. That movie was just so freaking great.
So I'm going to ask you this: do we want to end the episode on a chug, or do we not want to subject ourselves to these terrible beers being chugged again?
No, this is my last beer, so I'm waiting for you to tell me what it is and chug this shit.
Tell you what.
When can we pour and chug?
Oh, I have just poured mine, so you want to pour yours out, and
So just so I don't get criticized anymore, I want to make sure that I make everybody happy. Honestly, my life is everybody is happy. So according to Max, we have to raise. I'm gonna try to face the camera. I need to raise the beer cup has to be straightforward up, and then you pour, and then once you start the fizzing, that's when you putting it to the side, and we're gonna keep pouring and pouring. By the way, one of our other official sponsors is the Original Spot in Orlando, Florida. I highly recommend anybody in the area to go out and check them out. You'll be able to enjoy a nice little hops jacuzzi, some infrared infrared sauna, a nice place where you can relax with your loved one on a haystack, and then you have your own private shower where anything can happen.
I might have to clip that pour because that was a pretty good pour.
It was it really a good
It
pour?
looks good to me. I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. Everybody was freaking complaining about our.
So we're
Now
before we go, we are agreed on September or May the 4th ranking the Star Wars movies and drinking Mexican beer.
We are ranking everything in stuff, not just. We're talking about toys. We're talking about the freaking erotica series. We're talking about everything.
A lot of homework for me, bro. I got a full-time job.
Especially the Star Wars erotica series.
Can you send me that? Do you have that on print? Do you have like the printed copies of it?
I have it on my Amazon Prime
Yeah, share the login.
I'll make sure I send it to your loved one first so she can share it with you.
Deal.
So
don't push the mic away from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to be a little bit jerk. Give me a freak like you. So,
Of course, I couldn't hear what you just said.
You really couldn't hear anything I said for real?
You said something about a freak, so I'm thinking something about being a technical freak or something like that.
At this point, I don't even know what I'm saying. I am. Once again, our unofficial sponsor before we drink our last beer.
His 3.5% beer.
My 3.5% beer from the Casa Bruja, which is the Angel House brewing company. They made their famous drink, and if you can look it up close, it's called Bicho.
Bicho.
It's
the T's invisible.
Exactly, the T's invisible. The 3.5% alcohol volume. It's a sour ale with lime and cucumber flavor. It is probably one of the worst drinks I've ever had in my life. So that's saying a lot. They have a 3-star out of 5-star rating in about 90% of the market. So you know that when you drink this beer, you're getting the best quality from Panama. T, can we talk about your sponsor?
My sponsor is Wacky Badger by Veterans Craft Brewery. It is a hazy, not really, juicy, kind of, New England style IPA containing a ferocious amount of hops, Mosaic, El Dorado, Citrus, Simcoe, Amarillo hops. Yeah, it's not great. I think I was saying it when we went to use a wrestling before. I think it's hilarious that we both have the worst beers that we've had to this point on the same episode. So yeah, next episode, Mexican beer of your choice.
Nice. I'm gonna be shooting for either Dos Equis or some Corona, or who knows? Maybe I might just stick to tequila the whole show.
Could be a long episode, or it could be a short episode. Who knows?
It'll probably be one of our shortest episodes, just less than an hour. I know you want to talk about Star Wars. I'm definitely down to talk about Star Wars, but I think we should talk about also some of the what we feel would probably be one of the some like Mexican American movies. I think that should be a definitely a topic.
What do you mean?
Well, there's Mi Familia, great freaking movie for those who haven't watched it. Blood In, Blood Out, once again, great freaking movie. You have Spy Kids. I don't know if Spy Kids is a Mexican movie, but they're all Hispanic, so who knows? You have the Machete series. You have.
I was gonna say, did you just say Spy Kids because Machete is in the movie?
Might as well. He's Mexican, so it's a Mexican movie. Well, actually, it should be because if I'm not mistaken, Robert Rodriguez, which is great friends with Machete, he's the one that directed the movie, so it makes sense. And you have Antonio Banderas, that's Mexican.
Isn't he Spanish? Like from Spain?
Look, I'm telling you right now, he was in Desperado. He was like El Mexican. I don't care what he says. I don't know where he's.
Okay, it's kind of racist, but okay.
So then once again, we have the mariachi, we have Desperado, we have there's a lot of Mexican American movies.
I'm not against it. I just I had to watch a lot of Star Wars stuff that you want me to cover, so I can't watch all of that and also cover Mexican American movies. So you've got to pick something. You got to. It's 2 weeks.
Look, I'm saying we're doing everything.
Okay.
Everything.
So hey, Max, are you available for May the 4th? And do you know your Mexican American movies? Because I'm gonna need a stand-in or something.
Man, Max is probably already home sleeping. He's tucked in. He's under his blanket right now. He does not care what's happening right now.
I don't know of any upcoming Mexican games, Nani, but I guess I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh, look at that!
See?
Max is still on.
Max, yeah, don't. Max, for the record, I never doubted you.
No, Max. Honestly, I doubted you for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm fake like Whitey. I doubted that you were probably home sleeping, but I don't doubt you now. Obviously,
it's nice to go back in hindsight, but never doubted you.
Bro,
Max.
we have 5 people on right now. Who are the 5 people that are on?
We'll never know. We'll take some lurkers though. But let's chug it. Let's chug it out.
Oh my god! So everybody, so
May the 4th, Star Wars, Mexican beer.
Podcast. 2 weeks. May the 4th will be our next podcast.
The Saturday, by the way.
It's a Saturday. For those of you who are drinking, hopefully you can join us on a nice either chug or a drink. Thank you.
Wait, hey, do we want to have guests for that episode too? Want to open the door for guests?
I don't care. If somebody wants to join in on send us a message. We'll be 100% down to consider it. Yeah. Let me see. I'm home up already. Chug it. Oscar Pop. Fuck you.
It's highly likely. It's a bad beer.
Honestly, bro, y'all should be proud. I drank 6 of these fucking beers, and every one of them is disgusting. Like, bro, can someone go to Panama talk to El Presidente over there and be
Just
like,
fuck
bro,
him up.
what are you doing, bro? You name your freaking beer Bicho, and you add cucumber. Who the hell wants cucumber beer? Nobody.
Not us.
Who wakes up and says, you know something? I want fucking cucumber beer today. Nobody says that shit.
Weirdos. He admitted sponsorship revoked.
Bro, Panama's not going to sponsor us anymore, bro. I just got a text message from the president. They're closing the Panama Canal on us from now on. It's crazy. No more. So, once again, thank you to everyone who stayed with us to watch our podcast.
Cheers.
Please share, like us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Cheers. We love you all. Thanks for joining us. Salud.
Don't be a bitch.
Okay.
Can we do a soda stream? Can I just do like Cherry Coke Zero one time where it's enjoyable? How did you finish that? I can't finish this.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's gross. Oh. Oh my god. Dude, can you see it? I got tears in my eyes. So gross.
Yeah, I can't finish that.
No. Dude, I would rather have the one beer that I actually really hated. And this beer is from our first podcast because it's been in my fridge because it
This
was
entire
so
time,
freaking-
nobody drank it for you.
It's so gross. Nobody wants to drink this shit. Ooh. I had to drink this just so I can change the taste of whatever the fuck I was drinking. It was so gross.
Yeah, this was an L for beer this week. But thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night. See you in
Love
2
guys.
weeks.
In 2 weeks.